Internet, hello and welcome to the Gold or OKLCS Summer Gold Capped Playoffs Part 2. We're going to have the third place match and the finals on today's stream. I'm Alex Agent 822, joined by David Omrecker Kosick. I keep on wanting to say the old one.
It's whatever.
But we're here to cast that for you. If you recall, yesterday, Double Agents, number 4 seed, did fall to the number 1 seed, Eyes Low, in the semifinals. And on the other side, TLP, number 2 seed, got upset by the number 3 seed, Ghost, in the semifinals. So now those two teams, Double Agents and TLP, will be meeting up in the third place match. So we'll go ahead and jump into Champion Select for that first game. We are aware that it says TL as opposed to TLP. That is fixed later on, but it's not right now. So just know that it's not Team Liquid that's playing against Double Agents. It's TLP, Tastes Like Purple.
So Morgana taken off first from Double Agents, and Nocturne quickly followed by TLP. Panther doesn't really play all that much Nocturne, so it's a pretty good idea to take that away from Scrambles. Scrambles is quite aggressive, as we saw yesterday.
And we've seen Scrambles do well on Nocturne previously. Morgana, Twitch is the second ban. That's a champion that Eggplants Out has tended towards in the past, as well as Jinx, so pinching away that 80 carry champion pool.
Yeah, he did play Jinx. Eggplants Out did play Jinx twice yesterday to pretty good success. In the first game, that was their win. So
yes.
Yeah, so that was a pretty successful one. Jinx got very strong quite early, and then in the other game he played, it wasn't nearly as
effective.
as steamroll the entire enemy team, but definitely the Jinx pick kept Eggplants out in the game longer than say like a behind Lucian or something.
Yeah, so Boar Rider Boy picks up Kaisa. Uh, Blitzcrank is the mouse over, and it's locked in for Ivory. Support Blitzcrank very early picked up here.
Yeah, I guess they just are gonna draft a pick comp around this, but a Blitzcrank that early is kind of worrying to me, just because you can just pick so many things that counter Blitz, like
Yeah, very
anyone with the dash or a blink.
very bold to pick that up very early on. Shen gonna be locked in. That'll be going into the top lane for Cybersex. Double agents now, they get to pick themselves the next two. A lot of stuff still on the table. Rakan, if Neo had wanted to go for it, is available, and we have seen him play it before. Wukong is the mouse over for double agents. See if Scrambles locks that in for himself, but it is going to be Rakan, uh, as
Yeah,
expected.
safe support pick. Well, I mean, not even safe support pick. Really strong support pick, especially against the Blitzcrank. Now he only has really one available target to try and pull after level 6, of course.
Yeah. So let's see. Wing Nation now going to pick up something. Going to be Darius is the mouse over, and it's locked
Ooh.
in for Meristematic. So Darius versus Shen, generally something that would favor the Darius for a while, but Zac locked in for Panther, a champion that was banned away from him all of the games in their semifinal.
Yeah, letting Panther have Zac, I think it's risky, but it's not a bad call yet.
Yeah, we'll see. Wukong gonna be banned away now. Scramble's gonna have his champion pool pinched a little bit. I'm
I expect the Kane ban really from TLP. Scrambles played that to a pretty
pretty
Talia,
consistently,
okay.
yeah. Talia is also gonna be removed from the list of champions available. Double Agents now gonna probably ban away another ADC. They really are trying to make sure that Eggplant's out is not on something comfortable. Twitch, Jinx, Zaya taken away already.
And yeah, that's just good strategy. You don't want to pinch a blind mid, but when you have your ADC lockdown and Tristana, that would be the other safe pick for Eggplants out.
Yeah, so what is left for him to pick up? You know, I guess
Lucian,
Lucian. Yeah.
Jin. I mean, Jin is really bad against Darius, but with Blitzcrank, it can get pretty scary if you can land a pull onto Kaisa or Rakan early.
Well, Misfortune is something that was open, and it looks to be something TLP want to go for, but instead it's Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser!
So there's the why we saw the Blitzcrank so early on. Mordekaiser gonna go into the top. Well, actually, yeah, Cybersex is the Mordekaiser player on the side of TLP. Now that you think about it,
Do you think Cybersex is going to take the Mordekaiser bot lane with Tonuk or with Ivory and send Eggplants out on Shen to the top lane?
maybe that is something that is a possibility. Trundle is picked up for Scramble, something that is very comfortable for him, as well as the fact that Pillar of Ice is a very easy interrupt on the Elastic Slingshot.
Yeah, and also we saw him play. We saw him play Trundle. Oh, I suppose he didn't play all 3 games. Kane. He played Trundle in the 3rd game. Wait, he played
Uh,
Trundle. Oh no, wait, that was Ghost. That
uh,
was Hulk.
but Ziggs for Wing Nation. Uh, just in general, a good pick right now. A lot of people have been playing it to just shove waves and take towers very quickly.
And it offers a lot of it offers a lot of the AP burst that double agents didn't have until picking up the Ziggs.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
Zed
Zed
for
for
Toe
Toe
Knuckles.
Knuckles. This is a champion he used to play quite a bit, but as TLP sort of matured as a team, he sort of tended more towards the um the mages like Malzahar that we've seen from him before. So, but now he's going to be back on the assassin, trying to get onto Wing Nation and take him down.
Yeah, and Wing Nation has got to be really careful. Yesterday he was struggling a significant amount in lane against my mains ban. It didn't really seem like he was showing the respect to the enemy laner that he well, I mean that he was supposed to, and he suffered pretty greatly for it.
Just a
Uh,
matter of understanding how much damage the enemy champion can put
Yeah.
out, how much damage your champion can take, and it is looking like Cybersex is going to be taking that Mordekaiser, and Eggplant's out will be going Shen into the top lane. A little bit of an adaptation from the side of TLP. So now we do have to swap over the videos here because we only got champion select on this one. So in a second here, we'll jump into game for it. There we go.
Right.
So
hopping into game, it looks like TLP is going to send 5 men. Oh wait, that's their own blue buff.
whoa, what is going on?
Yeah, something.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
they
he just
probably-
has
yeah.
that many. He just has that many items. Doran's
Oh, yeah.
ring, 2 potions, a stopwatch, and minion dematerializers.
Wing Nation playing this very safe against Toe Knuckles, which is to be expected. Zed just messes up Ziggs after like level 3 even. But it's just going to be an uneventful, peaceful start. No invades, nothing too cheesy. Blue buffs are actually both blue buffs go down. You know, Scramble started his own blue side, so he will probably going.
Doesn't look like he got leashed onto it very hard by Meristematic. He's still yet to pick it up, really, actually. There it is.
Okay, he is going to take his Gromp as well. He's not going to do any of that blue to scuttle or something.
Poor Enderboy just... Oh, that's a good
and
hook.
Bull Rider Boy gets hooked. The Ignite and the Exhaust coming down. He's forced to flash away and heal, but he's moving too far forward. Cybersix gets the kill for first blood.
What was that? Just he flashed and healed away, then walked back into the enemy bottom lane, and TLP pick up an early first blood.
Yeah, that I mean, I get that you don't usually play against Mordekaiser, but you have to know that he does damage, right?
Well, especially if you get hooked under tower. Rocket
Yeah.
Grab has a very high base damage comparatively at level 1, and then you're taking a tower shot at level 1. You don't have a whole lot of base stats to survive that much damage.
Yeah, so Cybersex now with a kill for both of his summoners. Bull Rider Boy also has no summoners. Neo gets hooked in. Ivory knocks him up. Cybersex is going to get some damage onto him. Neo knocks him up, and he is going to get away clean. The Rocket Grab not off cooldown yet.
It's a pretty long cooldown early on. Not able to use it multiple times, but hold on a second because we're
Panther's
getting a gank
coming in.
mid.
Wig Nation's knocked up. Toe Knuckles is going to get the damage down onto him, and he is going to take the kill. Good gank there by Panther early on the Zac.
Yeah, surprisingly good gank early on. Panther with on Zac. Generally, you don't see ganks happen very early on from Zac just because you don't have enough range on the elastic slingshot, but no vision in the brush. Panther's able to get in a good position to land the elastic slingshot, even only at level 3.
Yeah, so Double Agent's down 2 kills early, but Meristematic is exploiting the fact that Eggplant's out is not a top lane player and not a Shen player, so he's just going to push him into turret and do what he can to force this Shen out of his comfort zone.
Well, at the very least, Eggplant's out is keeping up in terms of creep score up against Meristematic.
Yeah.
Only down 1 as it is, and both of them have expended their potions, so not too shabby in the top lane for this Shen.
Yeah, Scrambles is on the bottom side of the map where the Infernal Drake is. Meanwhile, Panther is top, and he is so close to dying to those Krugs, but
Okay, he's Zac. As long as he's
Zac.
spamming the abilities, he will be able to sustain through it.
4 members of Double Agents now in the bot lane on the Dragon. Looks like they're just going to go for this 4.5-minute Drake.
Oh, does look like they are going to pick that one up. Mostly uncontested. Ivory and Cybersex kind of feel that it's happening right now, but I think it's going to be too late. Yeah, there's the Infernal Drake as the fight breaks
He's
out.
knocked up, and 3 members are on top of Ivory. He's trying to walk away, and Neo is running from the fight as well. Bull Rider Boy is getting a little bit of damage on, but it's not quite enough to hit Cybersex. Oh, he's so low right now, but they're going to get away clean. Wing Nation, Neo, both expending their Flash and Neo's Ignite, but not getting anything off the side of TLP.
Bull Rider Boy returns into the bottom lane. Meristematic and Eggplant's out. They're just going to continue doing this for a while. Bomb's really hurt.
Yeah. Wing Nation's gonna
Okay,
have
but
to
that
go back
hurts also.
after this.
Toe Knuckles just throwing out those shurikens. He's like, all right, There's my bomb. Now it's my turn. Chunks Wing Nation very low. If he had been level 6, then Wing Nation would almost certainly be dead.
Yeah, or even if he had actually Wing Nation still had barrier, so Ignite wouldn't have killed, but definitely would have forced the barrier. That is something that level 6 set could have exploited. I like that shield. I like the shield looking like a shield now.
Yeah.
On Mordekaiser, it used to not, and
yeah, it used to just show up as a secondary bar, and that was very deceptive to people playing against him.
Be like, oh, he's on 150 health. Well, no, because he's got a 400 health shield that you can't actually see. But
yeah, I think this is just very good in terms of clarity of design. It's a lot better overall. Yeah. Eggplant's Out actually burned his teleport to come back into this top lane, so will not have that available. He does have Stand United now. Yeah,
so if Meristematic is actually going to opt to walk all the way back top, Eggplant's Out going to get some CS, get a minor CS lead off of that. So with Meristematic's teleport being up, I think that's a smart call.
Wow,
he
just walks right out in broad daylight. The satchel charge is actually going to knock him out.
Yeah, so with Meristematic walking up there, I think that is the better decision. Just now that everyone's ults are coming up, it's going to be much bloodier, especially in the mid lane. So
watch Panther here.
He's coming in behind, but he doesn't get the knockup. Cybersex is going to get the Stand United on him. Neo is running, but Boar Rider Boy is so low. Neo goes down. Boar Rider Boy flashes, but are they going to? The Rocket Grab pulls him back in, and Cybersex gets the kill.
Such a good... Oh man, hold on a second. Something else is breaking out.
Toe
Death Mark is available.
The Death Mark comes down, Ignite, and it's going to be a clean kill for Toe Knuckles.
Oh, what a good taunt from Eggplant's Out.
Yeah, otherwise I don't think they would have secured both of those kills. They would have secured one, would not have been able to secure both of them.
Yeah, and looks like Scrambles is down here, but I don't know if he can hold 1v3 when there's a wave there. Ivory just waiting to hook him out from under tower.
It's a minion
nice try.
Instead, yeah.
We saw what he was going for there.
Alright, both bot laners are double agents here, and there's not really cooldowns on the side. The double knockup comes out, double agents is chasing down TLP. Ivory is slow just by a little bit, but Cybersex is falling behind. They've got their split focus on, and flash forward to take it. Zac ultimate abducts under the tower. Boar Rider Boy is tanking. Neo kills the Mordekaiser, but he goes down for his trouble.
Yeah, there's going a little bit deep there on the side of double agents. They end up picking up, what is that, a 1-for-1 at the end of it all. Panther, though, at level 6 does have that let's bounce. Uh-oh, hold on a second, because Eggplant's Out is under a lot of trouble here. That's the flash out of Eggplant's Out's Shen. Out of fear of that Noxian Guillotine, I actually don't know. He's at a fairly high amount of health, but maybe I'm underestimating how much damage a 5-stack Noxian Guillotine does.
I don't think at level 1 I don't think it would have been enough to kill him there, but if he'd stuck around, he definitely probably, yeah, would have regretted it. Flash now and save a little bit of your lane presence, or don't flash.
How do you feel about fleet footwork on Meristematic's Darius? Not something I'm used to seeing.
Huh. I think Conqueror is just so much better in general, especially against the 4-tank comp that TLP is running.
Yeah, absolutely. If nothing else, Phase Dive is better or a Phase Rush rather is better for, chasing people down. Yeah, I really am not entirely sure why you would opt for fleet footwork on Darius.
I wonder if that was just oh, oops, left my ADC runes on or something. But also, he played games before this, so...
The other little bit of an oddity in terms of keystones is the Aftershock from Neo's Rakan. Not which I understand the reasoning behind it, but it's not something you normally see on Rakan. Normally, you either see Summon Area or Guardian just for enhanced shielding and for overall movement speed in case of Guardian.
I am kind of partial to the Aftershock, but I'm also a not very kosher Rakan player, because I do not like, I cannot stand the Summon Airy the Summonary Frostfang build. I don't like poking all that much on him. I prefer just straight up fighting. So the Aftershock does give you a little bit of survivability when you engage the fight. Gets you just a tiny bit of damage, and then you get to walk out without taking too much.
Wing Nation just trying to farm as far away from Toe Knuckles as possible, because staring down a 2-0 Zed, really difficult. He had to purchase a very early stopwatch.
No, he has that stopwatch.
He had it
from his...
He has a very early stopwatch that he can use next time the Death Mark comes down.
Yeah, that is a Zed with both parts of his Duskblade, or Yumu's. I don't know which one he builds.
This is the second Infernal Drake, and they don't want to give this one up.
Neo has the recombo, he gets pulled in, but immediately charms 3 members of TLP. He's going to go so low, and Boar Rider Boy drops, Neo drops, but the Noxian Guillotine comes out, does not kill, and Panther abducts 2 members of Doa, and 4 of them are dead, and
watch
none
Ivory's
lost.
rocket grab.
Wing Nation isn't going to be able to make it out, he just cannot... Oh, the flash away!
Yeah, unfortunately... Neo, he gets grabbed, he says, okay, this is what we want. He goes for the quickness, but he's not all that tanky, and they just start to focus him down very quickly. He's not able to get an ideal charm off.
And while Neo was engaging, he failed to hit Toe Knuckles, which was the big thing that he needed, to peel that off of Boar Rider Boy. Toe Knuckles immediately dropped in on Boar Rider Boy, death marked, didn't even have to use his Ignite, and killed him. Then, Neo, realizing that his ADC was almost dead, walked back in and, Zed just killed him too because he's Rakan and his Aftershock was dead.
Toe Knuckles is all of a sudden very big. He's 5-0-0, picked up a triple in that last fight. Only one making it out on the side of Double Agents was Wing Nation.
Yeah, and the dragon is so low. Oh, run away, dragon. Boar Rider Boy flashed forward for that dragon.
What?
Okay, I know that the dragon's really strong when Mordekaiser has it, but really?
Uh-oh.
Panther knocks it, that's a 3-man, and Wing Nation is immediately going to go down. Boar Rider Boy is trying to run away, but Panther is chasing. Meristematic doing what he can to save his teammates. He goes down as well. 2 for nothing. Great engage by Panther.
Yeah, there's the power of the Zac. Level 9 has the fully ranked Elastic Slingshot and is able to engage from the weirdest angles.
Yeah, and Double Agents are just going to have to cede this tower. Ivory has way too much pressure for them to actually do anything.
Imagine that if Boar Rider Boy had Flash, that might have been, useful in that.
Yeah.
That had to be something like a reflex. It's like when you're chasing down an enemy champion.
Someone's got 4 stacks of plasma. You're like, oh, I gotta flash and finish the plasma.
I have no idea.
I've definitely been tempted sometimes when Mordekaiser's like walking around with his dragon. It's like I'm gonna flash and kill that thing because that is so annoying. It just does crazy amounts of damage. Maybe they thought that they were, in a position to take a fight, but they wouldn't win if they were. Oh, Eggplant out is getting pulled in. He has the Shadow Dash, but they're still chasing him. He flashes away. Neither member of Double Agents is going to follow.
Yeah, not ideal there from Double Agents. First off, I don't know if the flash was wholly necessary there, but better safe than sorry. The other thing is, I don't think Double Agents... Hold on a second, something's going to break out here.
The quickness comes out, but Ivory pulls in Boar Rider Boy. He's just going to go down. Panther's here just for moral support. It didn't look like they needed him. And that is a 5-1 Mordekaiser now.
Ivory has landed so many of these rocket grabs. He just forces his opponents to go where he wants them to, landing the easiest of grabs he can.
Panther is tanking the tower, but he's tanky enough. I don't think it really matters. Now Boar Rider Boy's Ghost is tanking the tower, and that tower's saying, what are you doing? I thought we were friends.
There we go. 2 towers to 0 in favor of TLP. Now Eggplant's out going to get apprehended in. He's actually faring pretty well against Meristematic between Sunfire Cape and Ninja Tabis.
Yeah, and 2-0 and 3 right now against 0 and 2 Darius.
Yeah,
and puts him sitting pretty comfortably.
I have to say, again, I have to question Meristematic's item build on Darius.
The Trinity Force.
Yeah, I think Trinity Force is I think Trinity Force Black Cleaver is fairly situational on Darius, but this is the situation where I would much favor the Black Cleaver.
Yeah, again with the 4 tanks is it makes you wonder. Well, I mean, I suppose Mordekaiser's not a tank.
Yeah.
He's
For
a juggernaut,
beefier people,
yeah.
your lane opponent is somebody who's going to be building armor. It's not one of those carry matchups like you build Trinity Force against something like Irelia top lane, for example, so that you can just burst her down and bully.
Yeah, dueling is when you need the Trinity Force,
but when you're pushing against a tank, Black Cleaver is doing so much more for you. You're getting a rage passive off of your bleed. You're getting the armor shred.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that Eggplant's Out is sitting on 2 armor items right now, so...
Yeah, and you see how well Eggplant's Out matches up in terms of damage against Meristematic.
Yeah, and that's without damage versus...
Yep.
With...
I think Eggplant's Out is playing way too respectfully.
Yeah.
There, he's like, the Noxian Guillotine comes down at 5 stacks. He's like, oh, that actually,
yeah,
whatever. I
that
guess
doesn't
I'll
do
just...
anything to me. I'm just gonna kill him.
And yeah, exactly. I mean, we were talking about Trinity Force Papa yesterday. That I was not a fan of on Meristematic. Now he's going Trinity Force in the wrong situation on Darius.
Yeah, I think this one is definitely a more cut and dry situation, just looking at the members of the opposing team. You know, most cases Trinity Force Darius isn't a bad decision, just a situational one. This one, yeah, it's kind of a bad decision.
So anyways, Eggplant's Out gonna hammer away at that top lane. Looking to finish off that last outer ring. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that early Tiamat that a lot of Shens go for, which is fine. I think that playing respectfully, picking up the Sunfire Cape Ninja Tabis early on against Darius is definitely the right choice. But as a result, the Tiamat not being there is not going to do near as much damage to this tower, and he's getting collapsed on.
Yeah, Scrambles is coming in the backside. Meristematic's got him. He
Wait,
apprehends
no!
the Shadow Dash. Scrambles knocks him up. Eggplant's Out is just trying to run, and he channels the recall just for a little bit of, oh well.
Alright, so just a little bit of a mistake there from Eggplant's Out. You know that Darius is there. You know he has Apprehend. You know he's just going to wait for you to Shadow Dash. You need to hold on to it, just run out. He had a chance to run out the other side and force him to use Apprehend to pull him back in, and then you use the Shadow Dash to taunt, break it. Nice.
Yeah, one Infernal Drake on each side for this match. And they're looking for the third and
Toe-Knuckles is going to
final
do a lot
TLP.
of damage to Scrambles.
Oh, Toe-Knuckles is dropping in on Scrambles. Panther comes in. Oh, whoa!
No armor for Scrambles means that that is going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, Toe-Knuckles is so far ahead now, 7-0-1. He's almost finished his Yumu's Ghost Blade. Meanwhile, Meristematic doing a lot of work with this Rift Herald in the top lane. That turret is going to go down. That's 2 turrets taken for this Rift Herald, and it's still a half health.
TLP, they delegated all their resources bot for that dragon, but I think Eggplant's Out can handle himself. Again, playing very respectfully against Meristematic.
Meristematic flashes forward.
Yeah,
Eggplant's
and
Out is
it's
just
a
going to
2v1 anyways.
To...
He doesn't win 1v1, and he's definitely not going to win 2v1. I'm not sure why you would flash forward for that.
Yeah, I think that's just, you know, overestimating his own damage. But now Cybersex has a sort of... Oh, never mind. I was going to say. He's got a dragon. He's got his own tower pushing tool. But it only lasts like 30 seconds or something. Yeah.
It lasts a decent while, but it is down now, is the point. Double Infernal for TLP, though.
17-3 is the kill score. It's a 7,000 gold lead.
This is almost kind of one of those bitter...
6,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's almost kind of not what you want. Now, keeping in mind that this is the 3rd place match, this is only game 1, granted, and it's not...
Oh! Cybersex flashing forward, getting the 3rd mace hit off, and just murdering Boar Rider Boy. Theo's pulled in, and he's going to go down as well.
Cybersex just giving the bonk to both of the bottom lane members of Double Agents.
Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. He ended up using his Ignite as well as his ultimate to get Boar Rider Boy and then get the Kaisa Shadow.
Oh, Meristematic, you don't want to be here,
bud. Pulls in Meristematic. Cybersex is on him. Panther jumps in, pulls the 2 guys together. Winged Nations all comes out, but Meristematic's actually not dead yet. Oh, he goes down. Cybersex is taken low. Kaisa comes in with the Killer Instinct, takes down Ivory. Panther's running away. Scrambles is following, and
Ah!
he fails the flash!
Oh, that feels so bad.
Abducts 2 members of TLP, but Toe Knuckles is here now, and Panther isn't dead. Toe Knuckles goes down after becoming legendary, and 4...
Oh!
4 members
Eggplant
of
Stat
TLP.
actually picked up tower aggro somehow there.
4
Wow.
members of TLP for... Actually, yeah, 4 members of TLP for 4 members of Double Agents, but that's a good pickup for Double Agents.
Yeah, a little bit of an overstay by Double Agents, or TLP in that bottom lane. They wanted a little bit too much. Got a little bit high on the fact that Cybersex just picked up 2 kills, bonking onto Double Agents.
Yeah, not considering the consequences of, standing there in a group and letting Ziggs ult you. And then once Boar Rider Boy jumped in with Killer Instinct, it was...
My question is, why didn't Eggplant Out use Stand United on either Toe Knuckles or Panther while they were like fighting above the red buff? I think he could have definitely turned the fight with how much damage Toe Knuckles was doing.
Yeah, as well, and even after the fight at the red buff, Toe Knuckles Eggplant's Out could have just ulted Panther as he was running away and just given him the shield and saved him, but oh well, let bygones be bygones, and Eggplant's Out just pushed that turret in the top lane down to about half health.
TLP just gonna get whatever they want here. Now Meristematic is gonna get collapsed on.
Eggplant's Out is here, and Ivory is about to knock him up. Panther jumping in, that's 2 knockups. 3 if you count the... Oh, he didn't hit the rocket grab, but it doesn't matter. Meristematic's dead anyways.
Yeah, there's a lot of members of TLP in that top lane. Toe Knuckles is pretty fine down here in the bottom lane. I don't think that they can... I think if he just wanted to kill Boar Rider Boy, he could, considering he has Deathmark and Flash.
Ivory...
Good
almost
flash.
hits the rocket grab, but scrambles, flashes away.
Yeah.
And Boar Rider Boy... he
that's a good
misses, and
recombo.
Toe Knuckles goes down.
Yeah, you gotta land those shurikens, or use the Deathmark if you want to go for that dive, especially in the front of Neo, but we'll see if TLP can make anything of it.
Yeah, the going for the Baron.
So they're peeling off.
Jumping onto Wing Nation, he gets flashed on, abducted, and 4 members versus 2. They are not going to win this. Doa loses 2 members, including their jungler, and now TLP is looking at this Baron.
A Wing Nation just flashes into... I mean, he was going to get hit by it whether he flashed or not, but flashing definitely the wrong way there. That's a good rocket grab.
Ooh. Manages to get away before they can kill him.
Go for the Miracle Steal with the Gleaming Quill.
Miracle Recon.
But no, they're blocking him. They're not going to let him get in there.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
good
now
taunt over
Eggplant's
the wall.
Out got him, and he goes down as well. That
TLP know exactly what they want.
Yeah, an easy Baron take for TLP. 3 members of Double Agents lose their lives trying to defend this. But that bot lane turret that Toe Knuckles was pushing is still up.
Double Agents, they looked so... It was a very close series against Eyes Low, and all of a sudden, they're just getting steamrolled by TLP right now. As it is, though, Double Agents actually the ones ahead in tower count, thanks to that 2 Rift Heralds, 2 towers taken in by the Rift Herald top lane. Double Agents still have yet to close out any of those inner towers. TLP, rather, have yet to close out any of those inner towers.
Yeah, currently it's 8 seconds to the dragon coming up. Not sure what kind of dragon it is, but I do know that TLP is probably just going to send
We know it's not Infernal.
Yeah, it's not Infernal,
it's
and
Ocean.
it is Ocean. Now taking this inner turret. Toe Knuckles gets the bot lane turret that he was looking for earlier. 3 members of TLP here in the mid lane. And the Baron minions are just doing all sorts of damage to it, even though they don't particularly have DPS on the side of TLP to be taking this tower.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, just having a couple of beefcakes there always helps.
A Wing Nation really doesn't... It doesn't seem like TLP really care about any of these bouncing bombs anymore.
Yeah, he only has a Luden's Echo and a Fiendish Codex, so he's not really going to be doing anything to any of them. Especially considering, except for Eggplant's Out, they all have match resist.
Yeah, Cybersex even picks up a Spirit Visage for himself. Will amplify a little bit of that healing from the Hextech Gunblade. It's actually quite a bit of healing,
as
considering how much damage his ultimate does.
And as well as the Creeping Death also heals at the end, so if he needs a little bit of a He needs just a little bit of a health boost. That could always help him out.
So now Eggplant's out, just gonna Baron up this wave, taunting onto Meristematic because he definitely wins this 1v1. And Meristematic has yet to do any reasonable damage to him. He's got 5 stacks on. He doesn't care.
Yeah. Meristematic, and I think he knows it this time. He can't win the 1v1.
And there's the dragon just hammering away at that tower.
Wow!
Wow!
Flashes forward, but Neo charms him and Ivory. They're
but
both
Stand
going
United.
so low, and Cyber6 goes down. Panther only abducts one member. Ivory is stuck alone in the base. Panther is going so low, and he is about to go down to Ignite.
That was such a bad play from Cybersex there.
Yeah.
Why? I don't even know why you would flash into the base. There's no way you can...
Oh, Toe Knuckles.
I don't know. Just...
He's going to go down as well with our... Oh, he gets Boar Rider Boy, and Meristematic is going to just tank the death mark.
There's a number of bad decisions here. The first one is Cybersex flashing into the base, trying to kill... I mean, I don't know who he was going for. He flashed, wasn't in melee range of anybody. Secondly, big mistake by Boar Rider Boy. You're at low HP. Why even bother risking it for Toe Knuckles, who's basically dead anyway? Just let your team finish him off. There's no reason to follow in there and put yourself at risk and end up dying as a result.
Yeah, three members of TLP lose their lives for 1 on the side of Double Agents. TLP does crack
2.
that in...
Cybersex did die as well. Cybersex and Toe Knuckles both went down.
I thought it was Cybersex, Panther, and Toe Knuckles all died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said 3 for 1. 3 died for TLP.
Right.
4 TLP, not... yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but, where was I? They did crack that inhibitor turret, so that is an open inhibitor now. Not sure if that's worth the extra 2 kills, because they were just going to get it if they stayed.
Not to mention that's also 2 Baron buffs that you lost for it as well. 3
yeah.
Baron buffs that you lost for it as well.
Not sure what the timer on their Baron is, but it can't...
It is gone now.
Okay, yeah. So, I suppose it didn't matter in the long run anyways, but... Because that was the end... Oh, that was probably it. It was basically the end of their push, so he decided to go in. That's...
A bad justification.
Yeah. Ooh,
no, wait, no.
Neo stealing...
Wait, did he get... He got it!
I think he got... Yeah. Neo steals away the Scuttle Crab with the Gleaming Quill. And now TLP is sending 5 members down to the bot lane. But Eggplant's out, has to tread carefully here. Oh, that's okay.
Oh, wow. Neo goes for the quickness. What?
Neo catches Ivory, knocks up Toe Knuckles.
He's way too far away from his team for anyone to do anything.
Yeah, and Meristematic is suffering for it now. Scrambles is in there, but he's going to get knocked up and taken. He flashes out. The Mega Inferno Bomb comes out, but TLP is just going to push this bottom turret with their new friend. Oh, wait, where'd their new best friend go? Oh,
I think they killed him.
Oh, Scrambles gets pulled in. He's just going to go down as well. Neo taunted and taken down. Boar Rider Boy is in melee range, and he doesn't quite die.
Oh my god, they didn't finish it.
Eggplant's out, dies in Boar Rider Boy's stead.
So, again, a couple of things. Neo presses R very quickly, and then he just flashes into the enemy team, W's onto Toe Knuckles, who is nowhere near any of the other members of Double Agents. And it's basically a useless ultimate. And then at the same time, no one finishes off Boar Rider Boy. I think part of it is Supercharge gave him the invis at the very end there. And everyone on TLP was just like, run, 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 run.
But still, at this point, TLP is very far ahead, and
they're gonna have to deal with that big wave pushing in top lane here.
Eggplant's out is up in 2 seconds, so I think he'll be able to catch that. Oh, Cybersex is gonna go for it instead. Looks like the ADC. Top laner turned ADC.
Top laner turned bot
carry. Is deciding that he's the most valuable member of the team now.
Yeah, I need to finish my Trinity Force, guys.
That's actually not a bad justification for it. That's, yeah,
for sure. Looking up and down. Not really much to talk about here. I think TLP, they just sort of walk in wherever they feel like. Eggplant's not going to be bot. He has Stand United and Teleport if he's needed in that top lane. I think you send the rest of your team top. because that Baron is also on the table,
Yeah,
get pressure top lane.
With
Go
his,
for Baron whenever you feel like it. Force a fight. You're going to win a fight anyways.
Yeah, and with the Stand United and Teleport both available for Eggplants out, there's going to be very little fear of not being able to get into that fight. Dragon coming up in 30 seconds, as well as the current Baron that's on the field. Ivory moves forward. Doesn't look like he's going to find a... Oh, Panther jumps in, misses Neo, and knocks him up. Ivory can't get in there for a pull, and Panther's alone.
Panther
Pulls back, scrambles. Cybersex is there. Ivory knocks him up, and he's going to go down.
That's a good quickness, but unfortunately no follow-up.
Neo is running away, and Ivory's hook goes wide. They've got to be able to catch him. He gets knocked up, and that's going to spell doom for the support of Double Agents.
Panther fully smited him for the kill.
I mean, now that they're on the inhib, it's not like he's gonna smite the Baron right now.
Ow, that's a good flash grab.
Picked up, and Cybersex is gonna get the last hit on him. He flashes forward. Merismatic, takes. Yeah.
Cybersex has had some very bad aggressive flashes this game.
And I gotta say, Toe Knuckles has been making a couple of really risky engages that have cost him his life. So the two of them kind of teaming up to kill their momentum in the mid lane. Eggplant's out. However, the good split pushing top laner takes that bottom lane inhibitor.
Does what the rest of his team could not. The TLP I think are playing a little bit loose right now, which, you know, I understand why you're doing it, but I don't agree. You shouldn't do it. There should never be a time when you're playing loose. In a competitive game, regardless of how ahead you are, you can always lose the game as a result.
Yeah,
I don't think it's likely to happen, but it's just one of those things.
It's possible, but not likely, but still possible. And when you're looking at the difference between third place and fourth place,
well, do TLP want third place is the question.
I did hear that they didn't want third place because they're tired of being third place. But
you don't want to lose either.
Yeah, I'd rather be third place than fourth.
Well, that is their best option at this point. Boy takes a big chunk of damage.
Half his health. TLP is just going to be dancing right now. They could honestly go for whatever they wanted. Run to the Baron, run to the Dragon, even press this inhib like they were earlier. Threat from Ivory, spelling instant doom for anyone who gets pulled. Meanwhile, Eggplant's out, doing his job, pushing in a large minion.
Here we
Neo
go.
engages! Toe Knuckles is taken very low. Panther's trying to run away. The Mega Inferno Bomb goes wide. It looks like Toe Knuckles is caught. Merismatic knocked up. Ivory is going to lose his life. Eggplant's out. Is Hayer running interference for his team? Cybersex is trying to get away. Eggplant's out, is not taking... Okay, he took a lot of damage really quick. And Cybersex is going to walk away along with Toe Knuckles and Panther.
Double Agents, they're going to fight for it.
Cybersex is going to do a whole bunch of damage to Merismatic. Neo also going very low. They finish off Toe Knuckles, and now Scrambles is knocked up. Cybersex is just bonking them. Wing Nation trying to run away. Now that 4 members of his team are dead, and TLP turns this fight beautifully. Wing Nation knocked up. His Zanyas is only going to keep him alive for a little while longer, and Cybersex gets the ace.
Okay, Vorrider Boy is doing so much damage. He shreds through TLP. And then, in the secondary engage, whenever Merismatic got jumped on by Panther, he just jumped into melee range of Mordekaiser and Zed and instantly dies. As a result, TLP are going to take game number 1 over Double Agents, 1 game away, unfortunately for them, from their dreaded 3rd place.
Wait, did Eggplant's out have Stand United that whole...
He just popped back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he used it in the last fight. He just popped back
up.
But anyways, 1 game up, TLP 1-0 in the series, 1 game away from 3rd place. Double Agents, they need to win 2 if they want to rise in the seeds. So we're going to take a short break before I get into game number 2 between Double Agents and TLP. See you guys after the break. Thank you all for watching. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Summer Playoffs. We are about to get into game number 2 of the third place match between Tastes Like Purple and the Double Agents. Champion Select, we'll jump into it right now. Tastes Like Purple did take game number 1 over the Double Agents. One win away from claiming third place.
Yeah, but Double Agents was, even though they did lose, they were showing a lot of aggression, a lot of grit there, fighting for they won a couple of fights in the back end of that game, but they were just a little too far behind at some point that just winning fights wasn't enough for them to draw it back. So
Zach is going to be not allowed for Panther this game. Really very effective on that jungle pick for Panther.
yeah, he picked up a couple of early kills for his laners, and it kind of just spiraled out of control there.
So nothing really changing in TLP's ban strategy. Just ban away the champions that double agents like to play that are good. So now let's see what they first pick up.
And it's like it is
It doesn't
going
look like
to
anything.
be Shen.
All right, so they'll take Shen. That's gonna go over to we have no
I
idea.
don't know, yeah. It could be Eggplants Out, it could be Cybersex. Eggplants Out did play it last game, and Cybersex took Mordekaiser bot lane.
It gives you a little bit of flexibility. So you get a top laner that for sure Eggplants Out could play, Cybersex could play. So if you need to flex your bottom lane player into the top lane because all of his ADCs get banned out, then you can do that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Double Agent's going to pick up the Rakan, and they're going to sit on this next pick for just a little bit. I'd suggest Xayah.
I think that the Rakan pickup was definitely, worth it. Rakan is a very good champion, and it's definitely first pickable. TLP, they instead value the flexibility of having their bot lane or top lane, but they give over the Rakan, and Neo is mostly pretty effective on it. There were a few kind of not so great ultimates out of him, but has shown a lot of good plays on it before, and Trundle for scrambles.
Yeah, Ivory going to get his Blitzcrank that he played last game, and Cybersex going to take the Mordekaiser.
All right,
Looks like
so
it is
that
going to
basically
be,
tells us
Eggplants Out in the top lane.
Eggplants Out going into the top lane. Cybersex will once again take that Mordekaiser bot with the Blitzcrank. Double agents, they know what they're gonna be up against. So what do they draft into it?
Obviously Rakan did okay against Blitz Mord, but Xayah Rakan gonna do much better.
Yeah, like you said, the Xayah is available, is valuable to have with the Rakan, and they will lock it in. So now Amumu, Panther hasn't locked in a champion yet, so you ban, I think, Amumu Warwick.
Yeah, because otherwise, you're pinching mid lane pool, and that pinches your own mid lane pool. You already got the Trundle for scrambles. Why not just ban the 3 champions that Panther excels at?
Well, instead they don't want to deal with the Zed. I would really have much rather seen the Warwick ban. I think that the Warwick Panther has those 3 champions that he's very good at, and he's not bad at any others, but I think that his comfort level between Amumu, Zac, and Warwick, and then the next champion he plays is probably a little bit bigger than, between Toe Knuckles Zed and Toe Knuckles' second pick.
Yeah.
Because that's the only mid laner they've banned away from him.
Instead, it looks like Double Agent is just going to force Toe Knuckles to take his mid, so that they can counterpick him for nation.
Camille for Meristematic.
Counterpicking is a loose term, especially with how the mid lane kind of goes right now. It's not really counterpicks; it's just who gets killed last.
Oh, this would be very interesting. They lock in the Heimerdinger, which would presumably go. Oh
boy,
Heimerdinger, is that mid lane Heimerdinger?
It's gotta be, right? What are you gonna do? Send Mordekaiser
mid? There's a lot of things you could do with this team comp. I'm guessing it's gonna be Mordekaiser Blitz bot and then Heimerdinger mid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Panther taking his jungler. It's gonna be the Warwick, just
exactly.
like you said. So now Wing Nation gets to pick whatever he wants into Heimerdinger. But sorry, whatever you pick into Heimerdinger, it's still gonna suck because it's Heimerdinger.
You don't get to have fun against Heimerdinger.
You just get to play farming simulator and tower killing simulator.
It's not even really that. It's sort of a hide from the enemy lasers simulator.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Kassadin. So
I suppose that works pretty well.
I definitely understand the rationale here because Kassadin, he's got the magic damage shield, he's got magic damage reduction in his passive, and he's one of the champions that is good at jumping onto a champion such as Heimerdinger. It's gonna be rough for him for the first
Yeah.
6 levels at the very least, but I definitely understand the rationale behind that pick. So, those are the lineups for this game. Eggplant's out once again, taking that Shen into the top lane, and Cybersex taking his place bot. We'll go ahead and jump over the spectator delay and get into game.
My only concern at that mid lane matchup is that as nice as it is that, in theory, everything that Kassadin has kind of counters, per se, everything that everything that Heimerdinger has. At the same time, you're still Kassadin. He's not very strong right now, and Heimerdinger is. So
Kassadin rather has actually gotten quite a few quality of life changes. Not this patch, but recently. They amped up the AP ratio on his ultimate. They made his W, the Nether Blade, cost 1 mana, and that might seem like a nerf, but it's actually a buff because it allows you to stack your Tear of the Goddess with that.
Yeah, and of course the Tear of the Goddess build being
very effective.
Yeah, the Kassadin build. The only question that you have for that Tear of the Goddess build is, what do you do until then? What do you do until you've got your Seraphs and then your Archangels? Because Heimerdinger won't stop,
pushing.
Yeah, Heimerdinger will not stop harassing you, no matter how nicely you ask him.
Yeah, I think the best thing you do is just try to get Qs off on a Toe Knuckles whenever you can for magic damage shields, and then go up for CS. Of course, trying to poke down Heimerdinger, also exercise in futility. He's got that natural HP regen, very high, ridiculous, obnoxious champion to play against.
So, in the top lane, we do get to see Meristematic's Camille, something that we haven't seen in a little while from him, against, again, Eggplant's out, Shen.
And Shen will generally win a lot of these lanes. Shen actually has a lot of power in lane, especially against something like Camille, where you can block her auto attacks. You do know exactly the timing that she's going to be using Precision Protocol as well. So just throw up the shields. Level 2 hit by Neo and Warrider Boy. They really should go in on this.
Instead, it doesn't look like there's going to be an engage before.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the knock-up on Ivory, and Cybersex flashes away immediately. Neo pulled back, but Cybersex isn't there.
This
to
is still a level 2 versus
Ivory
level 1.
Away. Cybersex is going very low, and he's about to go down.
What was that? Cybersex and Ivory have no respect for the level 2. And now we're going to get a gank from Scrambles into the top lane.
Eggplant's out, flashes away for fear of death. Good moves across the map by Double Agents, aside from Wing Nation. The laser.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage, but
yeah, just a little bit ago he got hit by it and then got hit by 2 lasers, so it was like, oof.
Yeah, like we said, Wing Nation will have a very rough time in this lane. Nothing unexpected there. We'll just see how with Kassadin basically in every lane. It's how well do you survive?
Yeah, how well do you survive until level 6? So now we have, the obviously losing lane of Wing Nation's Kassadin into Heimerdinger, but that isn't that's not a hard lose. That's not, that's not a, oh well, he pokes you out and then kills you over and over again.
Meristematic, here's a repeat gank. Hook shot not gonna connect.
Scrambles is going to get the Pillar of Ice off, but Eggplant's out is going to walk away clean.
Yeah. Under tower already. Very difficult to dive the Shen. We've seen some disasters happen when diving Shen.
Yeah, so I do have a problem bot lane of Double Agents.
Okay.
My problem is that Warrider Boy has Samsung Galaxy Xayah. Neo has Cosmic Dawn Rakan. Meristematic fighting Eggplant's out. The minion wave is inside the minion wave, so Eggplant's out takes a significant portion of damage. But yeah, come on, dude. You're playing Zyra Khan. Play the same skin.
It's fine. I never use a skin when I play Rakan because I don't have any Rakan skins. I don't really like any of the Rakan skins. I like his base skin a lot more. And there's an Infernal Drake picked up by TLP. Panther just soloing that one out.
Yeah, as to be expected from, you know, the level 4 Warwick.
We've seen it happen on both sides. Scrambles and Panther have both in the past soloed out dragons very early on. Scrambles says, oh!
Poor Rider Boy gets pulled in and booped. He flashes away, but Cyber 6's Ignite is ticking.
Yes. Scrambles has sent a lot of attention to that bot lane, trying to get Meristematic ahead over Eggplants out so that he can be a viable split push threat.
Now with the minion wave pushed into the turret, it's going to be up to Double Agents to salvage as much CS as they can here. Meristematic stunning out, Eggplants out, gets the proc off of press the attack, and Eggplants out is going to be forced to walk away.
If you're going to go for those extended trades as Shen, you got to save your Spirit's Refuge for the right time. He's using Spirit's Refuge as he taunted in, which is not efficient use of Shen's abilities. First off, you want to space out your abilities so that you get more iterations of your shield, because the shield does have a cooldown. Secondly, when you taunt in, you're getting reduced damage from auto attacks as it is. You don't need to nullify auto attacks when you're
Ivory
doing
pulls
taunt.
in Scrambles, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage for his trouble.
And then against Camille in particular, you want to save the Spirit's Refuge for when you're going to block the most damage, which is when she's going to use Precision Protocol, and after the hook shot when she has increased attack speed.
Yeah. And, yeah, not to mention trying to delay that press the attack proc. You know, just once you're on 2, then that's when you should Spirit's Refuge to avoid that, because it is a decent chunk of damage as well as amplified damage on the rest of everything that she does to you. So Wing Nation finally with level 6, and he is going to be in a much better position than he was just a level ago.
Yeah, Wing Nation has done fairly well. Down 11 CS, I'd call that a win now that you're a level 6 Kassadin.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Wing Nation goes back, picks up whatever items he can, comes back to lane, and Scrambles just comes in for the gank on a Toe Knuckles.
Double Agents doing a lot of damage to that bot turret. They could threaten first turret there if they so desired.
You gotta do it though before that stopwatch comes online for Toe Knuckles, and I think they've already lost their window, but Scramble's gonna come into this bottom lane, and actually that tower is already down for Double Agents.
Yeah, Scramble's actually just kind of, you know, nothing to do there. It was not an efficient use of his time there, and now with the stopwatch coming up in 20 seconds, it doesn't look like Wing Nation is going to have significant kill pressure on Toe Knuckles.
As Scramble's spending a lot of time both top and bot, like we just saw there, and as a result, he's down fairly significant amount of CS compared to Panther.
Yeah, that is 3 camps, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
4 camps.
Yeah, 4 camps.
Math is hard.
I finished my class today, so I've decided that I don't need to think for like the rest of the week, except for the 50 minutes where I take my final. So
yeah. That would be a good time to think.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Thicker questions and extra credit.
Meristematic does have a Sheen in his inventory, so will be doing a sizable amount of damage if you can time that Precision Protocol before/after the Spirit's Refuge. Eggplants out, meanwhile going in for the taunt. Once again, I don't think that's the ideal use of that.
But Warwick gets Neo so low with Children of the Grave and the Ignite ticking. He's gonna go down.
Yeah, really nice gank from Panther there. Just sees the opportunity for the Infinite Duress. There's no vision from Double Agents. They have no idea where he is.
4 members of
3
members and a member of Double Agents.
Ooh, that's a good route.
Yeah, and Meristematic teleporting in to assist his top or his ADC.
Ooh, Scramble's got taunted up under tower, but he's got Subjugate. He's in no danger of really dying, but he's not going to be able to dive.
Aerostatic's here, and Ivory's kind of low, but it would basically be suicide jumping in there.
Aerostatic at some point used Hextech Ultimatum during that.
Oh. He must have dueled Eggplants out and then teleported?
Maybe. We didn't get to see it because oh, this is a
but
good
Aerostatic
game.
here is for Toe
Oh, but
Knuckles.
hold
Stand
up.
United is coming. The stopwatch comes out. Eggplants out is here. Toe Knuckles is so low, but there's not going to be any real way for them to get
He's
there.
got Riftwalk back up.
Riftwalk comes up, and it looks like Eggplants out is going to take down Wing Nation before going down himself. A 2-for-1 for Double Agents.
Yeah. So first things first, a little bit greed from both mid laners there. First off, Toe Knuckles could have just walked down the river. I think he would have made it out because I think he could have made it away from Neo, especially considering Ed Flash. The second thing is, I think Wing Nation got a little bit antsy as well to try and finish Toe Knuckles off. You can wait out the duration of that ulted tower. That ulted tower was about to die anyways.
Yeah.
So I think a little bit greedy on both sides there. Good play from Toe Knuckles to use that stopwatch to stall out the Stand United and bring in Eggplants out to turn the fight. Just those little things, you know.
It's the little things, and now with the 2 kills from this mid lane, and but
Panther's here. Infinite
He
Duress
has
is available.
Duress,
That was such a good quickness from Neo.
And
he's gonna go back in.
Knuckles is gonna go so low, forced to use that flash to get away.
That was really well played on Neo's part. He pops the R as Panther is flying in. He gets charmed as he lands the Infinite Duress, which breaks it immediately. Whoa! Bull Rider Boy with a flash pulls the Blade Caller back.
That flash, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to escape from Ivory.
Yeah, really good play, and then he got a little bit trigger happy. He used the Feather Storm before Ivory was able to throw out the Rocket. I understand why. He needs to dodge the Power Fist.
Yeah, being almost melee range doesn't do you any favors against Blitz. Rift Herald coming down in the mid lane. Scrambles is the master of getting Rift Herald when neither of us notice.
Yeah. Especially since there's like no indication. Oh man.
Scrambles is going to be taken down by Children of the Grave. Aerostatic is dueling Panther in the back, but he's going to be forced to run away from the 3 other members of TLP. Wing Nation doing what he can to slow their attack, and Neo is just going to do and heal his mid lane.
Now Scrambles is going to come and attack his own tower.
Unfortunate that Rift Herald was not able to get anything.
Aerostatic's coming back in.
And Panther goes down. Wing Nation also goes down. Cybersex is just smacking Neo. And now the ghost of Scrambles goes down. They have to kill their fallen comrade.
Wing Nation got absolutely demolished as soon as he came in.
Yeah.
They were able to pick up Panther. Meristematic just running distraction as Wing Nation comes in with a Riftwalk, but they instantly turn on to him and blow him up.
Seeing a blue ping toward the dragon. It looks like this Ocean Drake is going to be the focus of TLP's next map movement. Oh, I was trying to figure out why they were both attacking the same ward.
Alright, Wing Nation has a Tear of the Goddess running. He's building towards that Rod of Ages, so he's going for a very... which is not unusual, but he's going to have a lot of scaling to do before he comes online with that both the Tear and the Rod of Ages.
Yeah, Double Agent taking this, but it's a 3v3, and
that's the ghost from Panther. Ivory looking for a rocket grab, and he does land one.
Neo has the recombo, and he gets 3 men in.
He stole it!
He steals the dragon!
What?
Oh, and then fails his flash trying to get back from the wall. Oh, Saya gonna go down. Wing Nation going to go down. 3 members of Doa fall in exchange for the Ocean Drake.
First off, how did a Rakan get in there and steal the dragon?
Look like he auto attacked it.
He queued it. It is what killed him. Secondly, very scattered fight across the side there. Neo goes in for the recombo. I think he was just mainly looking to steal the dragon, since he saw that he had the opportunity to do so. In that regard, though, if that was the objective, why were Bull Rider Boy and Scrambles there? They just Bull Rider Boy and Who else died?
Wing Nation died.
Wing Nation. Why are they there? Just giving
Yeah.
the opportunity for TLP to pick up more kills as a result.
It seemed like Boar Rider Boy it almost looked like he was like, oh, well, if he's going in, let's fight. And Scrambles is kind of standing in the back saying, oh, wait, no, don't do that. He's stealing the dragon.
Yes. So Panther gets the dragon stolen from him, but so he's very angry, goes for the Infinite Duress, jumps on, and Boar Rider Boy and Wing Nation get caught.
Yeah, currently, it's only a 2,000 gold lead now, just about 15 minutes for TLP. It's basically only the 3 kills and the 30 CS lead in the bot. Oh wait, 30 CS in the bot lane, 30 CS in the mid lane.
Fairly sizable,
Yeah.
as it were. But a second tower will fall in favor of double agents in the mid lane.
Yeah, now the only outer turret that remains is Meristematic's goal now. Eggplant's out, taking some damage for his trouble, and it looks like 3 members of TLP are here. Meristematic's gonna watch himself.
Just the worst time to go for the hook shot.
Hextech ultimatum gets out with the flash hook shot.
Nicely done. Goes for the Hextech ultimatum and then flashes away hook shots out.
Yeah, just trying to throw Ivory off, make sure that he can't land that one hook that means he dies.
Really nice escape, though the overextension does cost Meristematic the flash.
He is going to buy himself the Sheen, the 3rd component of the Trinity Force, and head back to the top lane.
Feels so bad when you have the 3 components of Trinity Force and you don't have the Trinity Force. That always feels really, because it's such a big spike in power, because the Trinity Force is so much better than the 3 components combined. More than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, and also just the slot efficiency, having all 3 of, basically all the stats of all 3 of them, plus a little extra, all bundled up into one. And you can buy a control board, buy a couple of potions. And against this Shen, the Shen who has not quite completed his dodges being taunt. And now goes
dodges missed, whatever.
Missed. It looked like a really cool dodge because he was like just below him. Ivory chilling next to the Grump, hoping that some poor fool walks forward.
Eggplant's out with the Ninja Tabis. He's definitely going to have a good time against Meristematic, at least until that Trinity Force comes in. Go for the taunt now.
Hits. Eggplant's out. He's going to get stunned. Meristematic doing a lot of damage to him, but he's taking tower shots.
Yeah.
Ends up on the wrong end of that trade. So now the map has kind of gotten a little sleepy. It's, basically back to normal lanes in the top side.
They're trying to get Wing Nation the chance to farm up in that bottom lane. Ghost was actually popped by Panther here, trying to run someone down on the side of Double Agent down the mid lane.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he's going to find a good target. Putting some wards in just to say hello to Cybersex. And 4 members of TLP push the mid lane. Wing Nation here to support his bot lane and jungle. Yeah, again, they don't really have that much tower pushing power on the side of TLP, just because, again, 4 melees and Heimerdinger. So
4 melees and Heimerdinger, not going to be the best at taking that.
Meristematic doesn't.
Yeah, if you don't land the hook shot, hold up, Neo looking for something. He's definitely looking for it. You can see it in his eyes. But yeah, you miss the hook shot, you lose a lot of your combat power as Camille, because you don't get the stun, you don't get the attack speed. It's a lot. It's a lot you're losing for it.
Yeah, this push is, it's just gonna go slowly. It's not going to be we're running at the tower and we're just gonna shove it in and we're gonna take this tower with you all. It's just a kind of, okay, we're gonna stand here and Toe Knuckles is gonna get an auto attack off on the tower maybe, and then we're just going to win the next objective. Neo gets pulled in, the quickness hits 2 members, Ignite and Children of the Grave, both ticking away on him. He's gonna be forced to go back.
Yeah. The crucial target you need to hit with that is Toe Knuckles, because he is by far the squishiest member of TLP in this mid lane. and in the game in general, obviously, because Eggplant's out. Oh no! It's a good thing you're Cassidon.
Yeah, barely getting away by dint of the fact that that's Rift Walk.
But when Toe Knuckles is not able to get focused down very quickly, then double agents are gonna have a really rough time in the fight.
Yeah, and they've gotta do most of their focus it up and kill Toe Knuckles now because he doesn't have a stopwatch. He's already used his stopwatch and he doesn't have his Zanya's hourglass yet. So
Wing Nation is all by his lonesome.
Ooh, Panther is going to ult Wing Nation. The infinite duress is going to send him to his infinite death.
You cannot leave Cassidon alone in a siege situation because Cassidon is the mid laner with no wave clear.
Yeah.
And that I think is a fairly big a problem with picking Cassidon. Not only do you have a really rough lane phase and you have to scale for a long time, you don't have wave clear out of your mid laner, which is generally where most teams' wave clear comes from. Which means if you fall behind, as is the case with double agents, you have no way to stop them from continuously pushing down your towers.
Yeah, and now that Wing Nation has died and there's no way for double agents to contest it anymore, they just go ahead and they take that dragon. Mordekaiser going to bring his new best friend back into the mid lane.
Now I think this is somewhat of a mistake from TLP to send people back as opposed to push down towers especially with Dragon, because again, double agents don't have very good wave clear. Xayah is the best wave clear you have, and it's not as reliable as a lot of mid laners' wave clear would be.
Agreed. Yeah, it's just the Dragon doesn't really last for that long. So while you've got it, just come on, guys, everyone go mid. We've got a Dragon to siege for us.
Here they go. Now they're gonna do it, but you gotta do it at the same time as you're zoning them away.
Yeah, double agents clearing the waves as best they can. They have Xayah, but they don't have, or actually they don't even have Xayah. So they're clearing it with, Force Pulse and
there's the Dragon going down.
Yep.
Ivory just fishing for hooks though.
Yeah, if Ivory hits any of these hooks.
Oh wait, that was the ghost pop by Panther. Where is he going? Oh!
The big recombo, and Panther jumps in. Ivory's going so low. Doa is killing.
Everybody's dying.
Everybody's dying. I didn't know what was going on. Wing Nation is not alive. He's already dead, but Cybersex goes down as well as his Ghost of Winged Nation.
Yeah, a triple kill for Bull Rider Boy in what amounts to a 4-for-1. Stand United was attempted from Eggplant's out, but they just melted through his target so much faster than he could get in there.
Eggplant's out, the only one left. He's going to have to see what he can do about at least slowing this push down a little.
Oh, yeah, really nice, really very good recombo from Neo. Flash in for it all, gets multiple people knocked up. Wing Nation unloads with a big burst of damage before he goes down, and then Bull Rider Boy just is playing cleanup as Marismatic is assisting with that one.
Yeah, Wing Nation dying, Wing Nation jumping in, doing a bunch of damage, and then dying that early in the fight threw me for such a loop, because I was like, wait, Wing Nation? He's still here, but he just died.
Yeah, what happened, as soon as that recombo landed, Panther was on the wrong side of the wall when that fight broke out as Neo engaged. He jumped over the wall to get the suppression down and try and assist his team who just got engaged upon, but as a result, he also took the burst from Wing Nation, and I think a little bit of extra damage coming out of Neo as well. But TLP, not to be dissuaded, they are going for the counter Baron after having just lost a fight.
Yeah, Bull Rider Boy taking a bunch of damage.
Oh!
Neo gets pulled in and killed. Oh, but that's a lot of damage done onto the members of TLP. Wing Nation has jumped in. Rift walks out. They're not gonna be stopped. They're just gonna try and take this.
Yeah. Good guy Neo jumps onto Bull Rider Boy to save him from getting hooked.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that does mean that TLP are going to pick up a Baron at the end of it all.
Yeah, they pick up a Baron and a kill. Neo down and Baron buff on all 5 members of TLP. Actually, the gold is dead even now. Because of the Baron take. the 2 turrets Double Agents has don't matter anymore.
Yeah, now with Baron, you absolutely, definitely need to push against the low wave clear composition that Double Agents have.
Yeah, and as we saw last game, you don't really need to have, one ranged auto attacker hitting a turret if you have Baron minions just tearing into it.
I think a little bit of, I don't know, how much did Double Agents get off of that fight? They pushed for 2 towers in the mid lane?
Yeah, they pushed, yeah, they took both turrets in the mid.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call sometimes, but oh, Ivory, you don't want this one.
Yeah, there's too many of them. Wing Nation clearing minions in the top side, while Eggplant's out is pushing the bottom against Meristematic.
It's kind of hard to call whether you should continue pushing or not. Sometimes, especially very early on into the game. But as a result of that, they pushed for a little bit too long. Some of their people were recalling as TLP were coming back up, and as a result, TLP beelined it to Baron. And then Boar Boy, I think, was definitely making a mistake. He was trying to harass over the wall, but you're up against a Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is someone who can pull you in and then you're gonna die. Neo, thankfully for him, takes it for him.
In this bush of limited knowledge, he jumps in, charms 2 of them, knocks up Toe Knuckles, who almost is about to die. Panther goes down. Toe Knuckles
is still alive.
Toe Knuckles is still alive. Neo's down, in fact. Wing Nation goes down as well. Scrambles is taunted. Boar Rider Boy goes down, and Meristematic can't. He kills Toe Knuckles, but he dies for his trouble. A 5-man ace. Just for Toe Knuckles.
Yeah. And Toe Knuckles survived so much longer than he should have. Wing Nation doesn't have the damage necessary to really pull off the assassination. Double Agents are still scaling up because their mid laner is a Kassadin, a very late game oriented champion. As a result, they don't have the damage to burn through Toe Knuckles. He's able to reposition after the reconvo comes in. Zanya's to stall out, and Wing Nation just gets killed off by the other members of TLP and that big tower just knocking into him.
Toe Knuckles lasted much longer than he had any right to, and Panther as well lived on about 50 health. 50 health and comes back at half.
I also think Meristematic wasn't quite there with Double Agents at the start of the fight.
Yeah.
Which is why you saw him come in towards the end of the fight. Gets Toe Knuckles, but at the cost of his own life and an inhibitor in the top lane for TLP.
Yeah, that's and TLP just went from 2 towers to 6. A gain of 4 towers so far on this Baron. Meristematic jumping in, but there's nothing he can do. He doesn't do enough damage to threaten them. A large minion wave building up in top lane.
And a very TLP with a very beefy composition. The only real squishy champion on their side is Toe Knuckles Heimerdinger. And the Zanyas, plus the health from Haunting guys, as well as the active, obviously, making him quite a bit more difficult to kill than you would expect.
The Baron buff now having gone down on all of the members of TLP, they still have a dragon, so they're going to push that on the only remaining inner turret Double Agents is sporting. 4 members in the bot, 1 in the mid, while Meristematic is clearing minions in this top lane. He's forced to. Otherwise, those super minions will run it right into your Nexus turrets.
Yeah. Nexus Tower in the side lane will take Nexus Towers if left to its own devices. TLP, as a result, are going to get position on this one, and the Dragon will just rip it to shreds.
Yeah, Eggplant's out, pushing the minions into the Nexus turret. The Dragon is going to last for just a little while longer while they push at this infinite turret, knocking at the door.
Boar Rider Boy's Deadly Plumage is down, which means that Double Agent do not want to look for a fight here, but Eggplant's House is going to possibly force one.
Misses the Infinite Duress.
Yeah, flash away from Scrambles, but a hook is going to connect.
Scrambles pulled over the wall. Eggplants out is just, keeping the minions as close to this turret as possible. But the three-man Recombo knocks up 3. Ivory is about to go down. Neo drops, and he's back up as a ghost. Meristematic is taking a bunch of damage. Scrambles is just standing there. Eggplants out is just running at the rest of Doa. Cybersex flashes over the wall, and Meristematic misses the hook shot on him. Neo's ghost is there. Panther as well as Cybersex inside the base of Double Agents without support.
I don't know what happened. What happened to Boar Boy? Because I didn't even see him die.
Wait, he died? Cybersex, the Stand United coming out from Eggplants out. Wing Nation's gonna go down from the Flash Shadow Dash.
Yeah, it's a very good taunt flash that he landed there onto Wing Nation. Probably would have killed him without it, but it looks stylish as TLP are looking to end the game.
Yeah, the mid lane inhibitor going down while Cybersex duels Meristematic in the bot lane. Eggplants out coming to help his bot lane carry, but Meristematic's gonna take him down. Mid lane inhibitor goes down, but Panther might be in trouble.
Nice attempt there from Ivory. Redemptions as he dies.
Yeah.
He wants to keep the fight going, but will not find the opportunity.
2 members of TLP die, taking important objectives. The inhibitor is definitely worth Panther's life, and the inhibitor turret leaves an open inhib. So I'd say all in all, not quite
And a Nexus Tower.
Yeah, and they got a Nexus Tower because of those super minions.
Yeah, just the fight dragging on for so long, TLP end up with the Winions taking down 1 Nexus Tower.
So now, with Baron coming up in 3 seconds, TLP could either choose to, make the safe call, go in there and just push minions into the base, or screw it, we'll bait Baron and kill you.
I think they just go for Baron, and they don't hard commit to the Baron. They can stall for it if Double Agents come to contest, that is. If they don't, then just take it. But if they come to contest it, just stall around it, because the minions will win the game for you if you stall for long enough around it.
Yeah. Now, Eggplants out does not quite have his ultimate or his teleport up yet, but
it doesn't matter. They're going for bottom lane inhib. They don't care about the Baron.
The top lane inhibitor has respawned, but currently Boar Boy and Neo are running back to defend this open inhibitor. 4 members of Doa are on the inhib now. Neo's here. Toe Knuckles is in the back, but he's not going to be able to get in there.
Panther just goes in.
Panther jumps in, hits Neo, but the Recombo is going to knock up Heimerdinger. And they're doing so much damage to TLP, but it's just not quite enough. Cybersex goes down.
Boar Boy's untouched.
Toe Knuckles is in his Zanya's Hourglass. Panther goes down. Ivory as well. Toe Knuckles flashes away, but not quite enough. Meristematic is going so low, and Eggplants out takes down. Eggplants out takes down Toe Knuckles.
I feel like every time a fight breaks out, Boar Boy just starts massacring TLP, but then towards the end of the fight, he stands in melee range of a champion and ends up dying at the very end, which means that Double Agents, it's a 1 team fight for them for sure, an ace for 1, but could have been a little bit or significantly better depending on how much they could have taken had Boar Boy survived.
Yeah, Boar Boy surviving means that, the Baron is actually a real prospect for them. And, not just okay, we're going to try and go for it, but we're going to have to pull off it soon. Just having that DPS, especially, that's a 3.5 item Xayah. So...
And now TLP, they pop back up, they're like, okay, let's go for the Baron.
Let's go for the Baron.
Not going to mess around with that inhib anymore. We keep on taking team fights we don't want. Let's just go for the Baron.
Yeah, still at a 2,000 gold lead. TLP is in a position to take the Baron, but they can't quite just run it up mid and end.
Yeah, Eggplants out does have Stand United and teleport, but they're gonna start it.
Yeah, okay. They don't. Double Agents does not have vision into the pit right now, and the Baron is actually going down really fast.
Yeah, with Heimerdinger, you melt through those things. Panther, he's just...
Scramble's not here to test. No. Blue team gets Baron Nashor.
Alright, TLP. Oh, the Elder Drake is going to be the trade for double... No, it's not even an Elder. It's not an Elder.
Yeah, they take the
Infernal.
Infernal and back off. I suppose that's kind of all they could do in that situation.
Yeah, if they weren't gonna go for the all-out fight, then that's the best. But
Oh, but Zaya's caught. Bull Rider Boy. But Neo knocks up 3. Panthers on him.
that
Bull
was a
Rider
really
Boy
good
takes so
electro
much
grenade.
damage. The Featherstorm comes out, but he's going to go down to Toe Knuckles. Neo also dies as well. Wing Nation jumps in, assassinates Toe Knuckles, but Ivory flashes forward, hits the pole onto a minion.
Flash to right, grab
But
minion.
it doesn't matter. 3 members of Double Agents
So
are down,
clean there.
and the other 4 of TLP
Panther,
are looking to end this series.
Panther sees Bull Rider Boy out of position. Neo, with a nice save, interrupts the Infinite Duress as fast as he can, but Toe Knuckles throws the ulted electro grenade past everything, and they just kill off Bull Rider Boy so fast. Really nicely done by the mid laner of TLP. Trades his life for the game. TLP 2-0, and they will get back their 3rd place crown.
TLP winning a clean, a 2-0 victory over Double Agents. It was a hell of a brawl, both games.
Yeah.
But it really, it showed TLP knew how to play their composition.
Yeah, really nicely done. So we're going to take a short break. We will be bringing you the next series, which is the finals between Islo and Ghost. We'll see you after the break for that one. Please do tune in. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Summer Playoffs Gold Capped. We're about to get into our first game of the finals between number 1 seed Eyes Low and number 3 seed Ghost. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into it. On the blue side, it's Eyes Low, and on the red side, it's Ghost, and their first ban, Ari from Mehuli. No real surprise there. We've seen what he can do on the champion. It's been banned away from him a lot, and he showed us again why that is.
Meanwhile, Echo banned my main's banned because he had a game on it yesterday and showed it off to pretty great effect. Ziggs taken away from Mehuli. He also played that yesterday. Jamba Clout Zalawi. Really no surprises here right
Yeah,
now.
the Ziggs from Mehuli was just so powerful. Basically one-shot the enemy mid laner or enemy ADC from a screen away, and then Trundle's gonna be denied to Hulk, a champion that he is no stranger to.
Gonna get Ezreal away from She Cucked Me, and yeah, he played that yesterday as well. And then
Whoa!
Fiora locked in for Jamba.
Presumably, right?
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, obviously Yuma Street's gonna take his Nautilus. That is, his Nautilus.
Yeah, yeah. The signature top lane pick of Ghost is like whenever it's open, they will pick it. Now Hulk gonna take Gragas?
Okay.
All right, I'm interested to see how that goes. I want to see AP
Yeah,
Gragas.
love me some AP Gragas.
I ranted about AP Gragas yesterday. Tarek gonna be locked in for Charles Zanson.
Yeah, Tarek is a safe support, and of course, get my Xanax mom hovering the Pantheon. He is going to lock that in. It's something that he plays a whole lot.
Yeah. All right, so get that early game jungler here to see how it matches up against the Gragas from Hulk.
Yeah, and now with the final pick of this phase for Ghost, they're going to take Danny Phantom's Nami. Not much
Pretty
of a surprise
Yeah,
there.
pretty effective yesterday from Danny Phantom's Nami. I was really quite a fan of what she was doing. And now Orianna going to be denied away from my main's ban. It was quite impressive.
Swain taken away by Elo.
That was one of the picks from Dyslexic, actually, at the AD carry position. Vladimir banned by Ghost. I'm surprised that's a champion that Dyslexic really is very comfortable on, and they have the
Yeah,
opportunity
they
to
had the
pick it.
first pick. Yeah, Vladimir would have been much better with Nami, I feel.
But instead,
But
they'll go ahead
Jinx,
with the
yeah.
Jinx.
It's not like Jinx isn't strong, so not yeah, not that's not it's not ridiculous that you would get rid of Vladimir if you had Jinx in mind.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. There's a lot of peel picked up by Ghost already. Nami with a tidal wave, explosive cast from Hulk, and Yuma Street just stands on top of Dyslexic, roots anyone trying to get at him. It doesn't matter
Okay.
though if he gets lasered down by my main's ban on Lux.
Yeah, the Dyslexic is going to have to watch his step with that light binding. Yeah, basically always going to be threatening him. It goes through the first target, so any pulling off any sort of you know go through Nautilus to get to Jinx
And
still
now
kills Jinx.
gonna lock in a Renekton?
Is that a Lux Taric bot lane?
Lux Tar. So then it would be
Fiora Taric?
Fiora. I guess it would have to be Fiora Tarek bot, right?
Yeah, huh.
All right, so it's going to be Cassiopeia locked in for Mehuli, but there is something very interesting coming out from Eyes Low this game.
Yeah, the Fiora mid, it seems.
No, I
Sorry,
think
the
it's
Lux,
Fiora
yeah, Lux
Fiora
Fiora
bot.
bot.
Fiora
Not,
Tarek bot, Lux mid, Renekton top lane.
yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go. Fiora can't really, knock around Jinx the way that she can most, solo top laners.
Between Fiora Tarek though, they definitely can burst down either of these two members of Ghost if a dazzle should land.
That is very true. interested to see how these early bot lane fights go.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see how good Shikakmi is at doing the riposte while dashing.
Oh
Because
yeah.
if you can dash into the flame chompers with a riposte and like force a stun onto one of the bottom laners of Ghost, that'd be quite interested to see how well that works out for them. All right, so we are into the game. Fiora, Taric, bot lane from Islow up against a more standard team composition from Ghost.
Yeah, now both of the bot laners of Islow taking the relic shields. Um, smart choice, gets gold for both of you, as well as keeps you sustained against this rather oppressive Jinx.
Yuma Street hanging around in the pixel brush. My main's been hanging around as well. Is like throws it in as he's leaving.
It was a reactive. You just want to make sure that he doesn't go back in. I do like the team comp from Ghost here. As you said, the peel from Nautilus, Gragas, Nami for this Jinx is really great, and then having a self-peeling mid laner, Machine Gun, Mage, but on Cassiopeia.
Yeah, it's like if you lose your Jinx early on in the fight, then you've still got a bunch of sustained damage coming out of Mehuli. Like, what is it? What did you say? BPS, burst per second?
Oh, maybe. I don't
Coming out of Mehuli. Was that you, or was that somebody else?
Probably, I don't know. I have a horrible memory, so you
Right.
can take credit for it.
Yeah, that's my thing. I came up with that. So, Islow, they're gonna leash Get My Xanax onto the red buff in the bottom lane, as well as Hulk getting leashed on the bottom lane as well. So, we'll see where these junglers head to soon enough. Jambaclout, I think, will have a good time in this lane once you hit that level 3. At level 1, though, I think Yuma Street definitely can find the wins in these trades if he doesn't just get free auto attacks up.
There we go.
Yeah, you
That's
see how
the
much
auto
damage
attack, the
Riptide
Riptide.
does. Oh, wow. Body
Oh,
Slam Flash
Hulk
failed from
flashes
Hulk.
forward,
Meanwhile,
damn.
Get My Xanax Mom is going to run back towards his team. That was Hulk's flash for nothing.
Yeah, that was a questionable flash forward. It didn't look like it was. I mean, it didn't.
Cool, Yuma Street taking so much damage. Press the attack popped by Jambaclout with that Ruthless Predator. Charles Anson looking to zone away Dyslexic and Danny Phantom is level 2 hit by the bottom lane of Islow first.
Yeah, now that they're level 2, Ghost is going to have to watch out. Level 3 is actually level 3 is probably going to be...
Watch the dazzle. It's going to stun 2. Here comes Shikakmi going aggressive, and that will be a decent trade by the bottom lane of Islow. I thought they would have committed more for that, actually.
Unfortunately for...
Jambaclout kind of slicing through. Yuma Street pops up his shield. Gonna root up Jambaclout, but here comes Get My Xanax. Flash stun comes down, but the dredge line gets him back out. He flashes away to safety. Jambaclout taking a tower shot for it. Almost goes down himself.
Yeah, that trade in the bottom lane, unfortunately for Shikakmi, both of the vital procs were on the opposite side of them, and if he was not careful, it could have put him in a very sticky situation. Thrown him into tower or something.
Charles Anson, Aqua Prison not going to connect from Danny Phantom, but the Ebb and Flow, he's going to go for it, gets one vital proc, Dyslexic gets the riposte stun off of the Flame Chompers! Dyslexic Summoner heals as the Ignite comes down, and he'll flash away. That's what we were expecting.
Yeah, 3 summoners used by Ghost, both of Dyslexics as well as Danny Phantom's Exhaust, for Shikakmi's Ignite.
Yeah, and now with no flash on Dyslexic and no heal, if Charles Hanson were to look for a flash dazzle, then Shikakmi could really quickly burn down Dyslexic.
Yeah, and making sure that the pressure is on Shikakmi, still rocking the vitals that he can onto Dyslexic.
Danny Phantom, though, does have the Ebb and Flow to heal him back up. In the top lane, Yuma Street came back into lane with boots plus cloth armor. Jambaclout with just a long sword had to recall after taking so much damage to that tower.
Yeah, and just the CS right now is all pretty even. There hasn't really been, aside from that gank top lane, there hasn't really been too much jungle presence that would interrupt CSing.
And John McCloud going in for a trade again onto Yuma Street. That Ruthless Predator stun coming out means that he's able to get those very easy trades. Slice out, slice in, dice out.
Yeah, and both of these top laners opted to walk back to lane. So,
Hold on to those teleports.
Yeah, teleports are still available if someone wants to make something happen. Aren't really words to do it.
I don't know, my main's band gonna go for the life binding, but he misses. The miasma's down. Cleanse means nothing, and first blood goes over to Mayhuli off of a gank from Hulk.
Interesting cleanse by my main's band there.
It seemed like a reflex thing.
Yeah, there was just no CC on him.
He's like, oh, I can't flash. I must be CC'd. I gotta get out of here. Oh, here we go. Dazzle gonna land onto Dyslexic. Good riposte will stun him up again. 3 stuns onto Dyslexic, and she cucked me, gets a kill.
Oh, Danny.
It delivers the stun onto She Cucked Me with the Aqua Prison. Keeps Dyslexic in place, and he had no summoners from that earlier trade. Ends up going down to a good gank from Get My Xanax.
See, Danny Phantom just knew that if Jinx stayed stunned, they wouldn't really chase after the Nami. So
oh yeah.
It's like when you're running from a bear with your buddy. And
you don't have to outrun the bear.
Yeah.
You just have to outrun your buddy. Feels real bad though. Yuma Street having a fairly good time. He's hit his level 6 before John McCloud and with a CS lead, but Light Binding gonna connect onto Mayhuli. Final Spark will come out. It's not gonna be a threat of a kill, but it will just chunk down Mayhuli, and that cooldown not particularly long.
Yeah, Hulk is hanging around the bot side of mid lane currently, so maybe looking for a PP gank.
John McCloud going in, but Yuma Street will root him up in place. The Reptide and the Dredge line goes wide as he dices around. Hulk gonna give him a love tap with that barrel.
Yeah, both Yuma Street and John McCloud have their ultimates currently, so.
John McCloud would probably come out ahead in that situation where they both have their ultimates, just due to the power of Dominus.
Yeah, the extra health, basically, his saving grace in that one. Otherwise, that knock-up is something to be feared, certainly.
She Cucked Me with an early Sheen would suggest he's going for the Trinity Force build on this Fiora. Light Binding not going to connect, but the stun will from Get My Xanax. Flash away from the Lucent Skinlater. There's the Petrifying Gaze, and the Miasma dropped down to Get My Xanax, and Mayhuli will return some damage. John McCloud now going aggressive, hops the Dominus in onto Yuma Street, and actually just backs right back out. Spotted Hulk on a ward as he went aggressive, and he'll back away.
Yeah, John McCloud using the Dominus, and realizing his mistake, so not having to trade anything.
There's a good stun from Charles Anson landing onto Dyslexic. The riposte comes out onto the Aqua Prison once again. Dyslexic exhausted, but She Cucked Me. Flame Choppers come out, and Dyslexic doing a good job kiting, but there's too much damage. Super Mega Death Rocket to the face will mean Dyslexic gets the kill, but a Dazzle will mean Charles Anson gets one back. Now the 1v1 between the supports. Support will combat. Aqua Prison gonna miss. Danny Phantom heals himself up back with the ebb and flow. The minions are doing damage, but they lose vision. Level 6 hit by Charles Hanson, but Danny Phantom flashes forward. I don't think she's going to be able to finish it, but with the Cosmic Rains comes down and the invulnerability will get Charles Hanson out.
Yeah, the flash forward by Danny Phantom,
ambitious.
Yeah.
Optimistic.
Trade something that shouldn't have been traded. That's an important cooldown for Nami.
Absolutely, but She Cucked Me and Charles Hanson, they thought they had that one, but oh, body slam, flash over the wall. Hulk forces the flash on my main's ban at the risk of the explosive cast, knocking her into Mayhuli. Really good reaction flash from my man's ban. On the same time, good flash ultimate from Hulk. But in the bottom lane, She Cucked Me and Charles Hanson not respecting Dyslexic and Danny Phantom's EXP advantage. As a result, Dyslexic hits level 6, Super Mega Death Rocket right in front of She Cucked Me's face. Ends up getting the execute damage they need. John McCloud now going aggressive on Yuma Street. Yuma Street, though, is going to get ganked up by She Cucked, or Get My Xanax Mom. And he's going to use the Dredge Line, does not get it onto the wall. Depth Charge comes out, he's trying to flash away. John McCloud will not be able to close the distance, and Yuma Street gets out once again.
Yeah, good flash away by Yuma Street, but that is his flash.
Watch out, Dazzle gonna be connected from She Cucked Me, but he doesn't get the reset now. There's the grand challenge. Aqua Prison gonna be missed. Dyslexic taking a lot of damage, but he'll flash away. Summoner heal and flash. Now Hulk gonna make a gank on a John McCloud. He's got his slash as well. The barrel's not gonna slow him. He'll just walk away with that Dominus having been popped. Looking for the Dazzle, he'll lunge forward, but Dyslexic not going to get hit by it this time. The Riposte comes out, but the Aqua Prison did not land. The Zaps just coming out, and they'll back away from one another yet again.
Yeah, Dyslexic has learned. You can see the first time he died, he threw out the Flame Chompers and then got riposted for the stun. And these last two fights, the one in which he got the kill and this
possible,
here.
and he flashes for the stun. Dyslexic gonna get jumped down over the wall from She Cucked Me and Get My Xanax Mom punishes.
Well, despite the death, Dyslexic still knows how to play around the riposte.
Yeah. So
Dyslexic,
I think they knew Get My Xanax Mom was coming into the jungle, but Dyslexic was by himself before the rest of his team was able to collapse, and that just means Get My Xanax Mom says, that's a jinx, I'm a Pantheon, flash stun, and he gets support from his bottom lane over the wall as well. And Mehuli gonna turn around some damage onto my main fan, the light binding gonna connect. No final spark available, however. Richline gonna pull John McCloud back in, and Yuma Street gonna get a favorable trade-off with that shield.
Xanax Mom going back while Hulk is sitting in the bottom rush of the mid lane. This could be something happening if Hulk decides to go in. Hulk gets off another explosive cask like he did before.
He does have a big spike in damage, having finished off his Runic Echoes enchant on the Skirmisher Saber. Danny Phantom clearing out a ward. Yeah, and you always want to stand in the ward when you're clearing out the control so that you don't get surprised from the other side.
Yeah, so that you can see in that bush, because otherwise you can't see. It's not good.
Shikakmi gonna take away the control ward with the help of Charles Anson. Now they're gonna return to the lane. Watch for the Grand Skyfall coming out of Get My Xanax Mom. It's going to be very impactful no matter where he ganks. No flashes available on the side of Ghost, so this would be a perfect time for him to go for one of those ultimates. Looks like he wants it bot side, or he's just going for Raptors. So there's a stun onto Danny Phantom, but Hulk is here. Tidal Wave going to come out, but a good riposte, but it just baits it out for the Grand Skyfall coming in. Danny Phantom taking a lot of damage as Dyslexic goes very low, but no one is able to finish it. Now Superman going to throw again. Shikakmi gets two before he goes down to the tower. A shutdown comes down as Yuma Street teleported in, but he's got nothing to follow up. John McCloud's here as well with the Dominus running, but it's a, what is that, 2 for 2?
Yeah, Hulk coming in for the gank, but the moment that, Hulk coming in for the gank the moment that She Cucked Me goes in on Danny Phantom. But as Hulk comes in, that's when Get My Xanax Mom Grand Sky falls, and both teleports come out from the top laners to support their bot lanes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a 2 for 2. Yuma Street picking up a kill, and then making it back out. But Charles Anson and John McCloud, the threat of the dive means Dyslexic is forced back. A Huli on the roam down, or just getting a ward, I lied. He's going back to mid now. Luden's Echo for my mains band finished off, compared to the Rod of Ages for Mehuli. Did not pick up a tier with the Goddess, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, that's going to set him back just a little bit.
Yeah, either he's not going for it, or hold on a second, is the Dazzle going to come out, but no synergy there. But an Aqua Prison going to be dodged away. The Flame Chompers are going to connect onto Shikakmi, but Dyslexic is so low anyways. Charles Anson just continuing to hammer away. He's tanking in the tower for Shikakmi to finish off Danny Phantom. Final Spark is going to come out, but it's not able to find it because of Charles Anson's stopwatch. Nicely done by the support of Eyes Low. That was so clean from Charles Anson. Just continues to lay down autos with his empowerment. Light Binding gonna find Mehuli, the Miasma coming out as Hulk coming into the mid lane.
He wants to get in on that Lucid Singularity as well.
And Tower First Blood goes to Eyes Low in the bottom lane.
Yeah, it looks like all three of them are starting to rotate up now toward the mid lane, so Mehuli is going to have to be careful after the Endless Dragon.
Yeah. Ocean Drake will be the focus. I don't think anyone on the side of Ghost is going to come to contest it. Hulk trying to steal away a blue buff, but he's going to get collapsed on by two solo laners from Eyes Low. Here's John McCloud slicing and dicing in. Will look for the Ruthless Predator, but the Light Binding has already been used. Explosive Cast knocks John McCloud into the middle of two. Do they have enough damage? The Depth Charges will take down John McCloud with the help of Hulk auto-attacking him down. Aqua Prison flashed away from by my main man over the body slam as well, but he's still going to get chased down, rooted up by Yuma Street, and Shikakmi getting a kill on the bottom lane. That was on a killing spree at the same time as my main's band died.
Yeah, 2 for 1. They take both solo laners of Elo down, but Dyslexic dies, and now Elo is getting very valuable damage onto this turret.
Yeah, Danny Phantom roamed up to try and help out that fight, but leaving Dyslexic alone against this Fiora Taric bottom lane. Trinity Force for Shikakmi's 6-2 Fiora. That's gonna dive. That happens every time.
Yeah, that's a 3,000 gold lead now for Elo, taking 2 turrets, both bot lane turrets. The other outer turrets in the mid and top lane are still available, so...
Ghost, really nicely done on the top side, but they delegated too many resources there. There's no one to stop Dyslexic from going down, and as a result, there's no one to stop those towers from falling.
Dyslexic is not having a good time so far. 2 and 5 on Jinx. And his opposing laner, 6 and 2, so that's definitely something that I wouldn't.
Yeah, Shikakmi now with a Trinity Force and a Tiamat. Hulk taking away his own blue buff.
It looks like Mehuli is not going for a tier build. In fact, he does have the Oblivion Orb.
Yeah, that is really surprising to me, actually. I think that Tear of the Goddess is a very valuable item when you can get it stacked up, and it's an item that stacks very, very quickly on Cassiopeia. It's almost like you don't really delay your spike in power all that much. Light Binding gonna go wide, but here comes Hulk. My main's band gonna not get tagged by the poison as Charles Hanson coming around. Gets a stun onto Hulk, does do a lot of damage, but they cannot continue the chase as Mehuli is there. Yuma Street gonna get onto Jamba Cloud, but he needs to back away as the Grand Skyfall coming in from Get My Xanax. It's gonna be a 3v1 as Yuma Street got nowhere to go. Depth Charge is gonna get eaten by the Riposte, and that's gonna be an easy kill for Get My Xanax mom.
Yeah, they're gonna take this outer turret. There's no one on the side of Ghost that can even come close to stopping them.
Tidal Wave gonna coming in from Danny Phantom down the mid lane as the tower falls in the top lane. It's not gonna connect onto anyone. Final Spark gonna be dodged, but I think that actually tagged him,
yeah.
But didn't do a whole lot of damage. Had that damage reduction coming out from the W. No, Shikakmi gonna be coming in. Explosive cast dodged by the Riposte. The 2-man Light Binding is Get My Xanax, flashes for the stun. My man's band now gonna go down as well. Mehuli's dazzled up by Charles Hanson as the Light Binding gonna be flashed away from him. The Cosmic Radiance will mean they all go for the dive with the invulnerability. Dazzle gonna stun him up. 5 members all surround him. A shutdown goes over to my main's band.
This is the mid turret, and it looks like Elo are starting to run away with this game.
Flash Dazzle from Shikakmi connects Dyslexic. He gets the Riposte off of the stun from Yuma Street. He'll go down to the tower, but it's a 1-for-1.
A 6,000 gold lead almost for Eyes Low.
Final Spark comes out just to test out the damage onto Yuma Street.
Yeah, he doesn't have any magic resist, but he's, still pretty beefy just because he's Nautilus.
Everyone backing away. Was a shutdown handed over by Shikakmi in that dive as a result of that. But, it's about sending a message on this Fiora. Flash forward, lunge to deliver the dazzle onto Dyslexic. Then Yuma Street actually gives the stun from Riposte over by auto-attacking him.
Yeah.
And Dyslexic has nowhere to go.
Yeah, Shikakmi didn't really need the kill gold or anything. He just really wanted to say, I don't care where you are, or if you think you're safe, because I can kill you.
Trinity Force almost has a Ravenous Hydra now. He's nearing 2 items when everyone else is sitting at like one
and a component, or in Jamba Cloud's case, a couple of components.
Yeah, wow, Jamba Cloud has not finished off anything. He went for the Tiamat first. It looks like he's building towards Essence Reaver.
I think it's an Essence Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those building into the Caulfield's hammer. So, now things reset just a little bit. It looks like Eyes Low are trying to take down the Rift Herald before before Baron comes up. They've got about
Hulk gonna get caught by the
40
life binding.
seconds.
Dazzle gonna stun up too, but here comes the tidal wave. Charles Hansen gonna get knocked up by that. Aqua Prison will chain him in place, but there's an explosive cast to disengage. Yuma Street pulls in cell one. The Miasma is keeping him in place. The final spark rings across, but the Super Mega Fucking takes down Shikakmi. Now Dyslexis is excited, free to go forward. A double kill as he chases him down with the Tide Color's blessing. Flash forward for the Dredge line, pulls in Charles Hansen. The Cosmic Radiance is gonna save his life. Is the life binding gonna connect? A Dazzle comes down. Dyslexic now needs to back away as there's very beefy members of Eyes Low turning the fight. A 2-4, the flash 4 for the light binding will force the flash out of Danny Phantom. It's a 2-for-2.
Yeah, John McCloud showing up turned around the fight for Elo. They were just going to have to give it away 2-0, but
Ooh, Mehuli slowed, but it's not gonna mean anything.
yeah, no. Well, I suppose Ghost achieved their objective. They didn't want Eyes Low to take that Rift Herald because, that would just be an easy tower take for them. But now that the Dragon is up due to the extended fight, this is an Infernal going over 2, 3, or 4 very high damage members of Eyes Low.
Yeah, they've already got themselves 6,000 gold in the lead, 4 towers to 0, and they'll pick up an Infernal Dragon just to add to that scaling.
Ghost not with a single turret so far. My man's man using his ultimate to clear the wave. It's a level 2 Lux ult, and he's got 20% cooldown reduction already. So
Yeah, he doesn't care. Just throw out that ultimate whenever you feel like
it's like
it.
a 35-second cooldown.
Shikakmi and Charles Hansing looking to steal away a blue buff. They'll back away after realizing they're spotted out by a control ward. Members of Ghost converging on this bottom side just to make sure Dyslexic is safe.
Shikakmi has finished his Ravenous Hydra now, so he will be much harder to kill all of that life steal.
Shikakmi looking to steal this one away. Dazzle gonna come out. Body. Oh, early smite from Hulk. He even threw in. No, okay, that wasn't explosive. That was just a regular barrel. They look the same on this skin.
Yeah, they don't have a special thing. Now there's not much right now that Ghost can do aside from clear waves and try and counter push these lanes. All of the members of Elo are dedicating themselves to bringing waves into towers, doing what they can to keep Ghost corralled inside their base.
Trying to control that top side area. Yuma Street taking a recall now as Danny Phantom and Dyslexic are forced under their inhib tower. If those rockets do a fair job of clearing out the waves, as my man's band just throwing out abilities willy-nilly, trying to poke him down. Shikakmi and Charles Hansen rejoin the team in the mid lane. Now ready to get their 5-member push on. Get my Xanax looking for a way in with a Grand Skyfall hanging off to the side.
Yeah, Ghost has sent Yuma Street to take that top lane turret. He has teleport, so he will be able to assist his team once or if
Miasma just burned, then there's the Cosmic Radiance. They're going to threaten the dive. The final spark comes across Mehuli, taking a lot of damage. Get my Xanax, flash stuns onto Dyslexic, who's running for his life, but Shikakmi does too much damage. A double kill, a triple kill so far. Yuma Street trying to do disruption as he's now the last member alive. Quadra kill, Shikakmi takes him down in the backside. It's gonna be the pentakill for the bot lane Fiora on Shikakmi.
And as she cucked me, cucks Ghost, kills all 5 members in a clean ace. They're going to go for this inhibitor, and I don't think there's anything that can stop them from getting it. Baron is on the map, and I think Elo's feeling good enough that they can do it just right now.
After a pentakill for Shikakmi's Fiora in the bottom lane for Eyes Low, they get an inhibitor in the mid lane, and that spells all but the game for Ghost.
Yeah, stretching that 6,000 gold to now an 11,000 gold lead. 6 turrets and an inhib down.
Now they're all backing away. That Baron is on the table. Ghost, I don't think they can even... I mean, they could try for the rush, but if the fight breaks out, then almost certainly Eyes Low will take it.
Fiora, with her pentakill, goes back and buys an entire Death Dance. She will be so hard to kill now. Lifesteal with the with the lifesteal from Ravenous, with the lifesteal from Death Dance, and the bleed.
Yeah, the bleed damage delay. And now a Knight's Vow as well from Charles Hansen.
12% reduced damage going over to Charles. 12% reduced damage on She Cucked Me. Charles Sanson will be taking that instead. Yeah, this has become less of the okay. Well, John McLeod is Renekton, so he's gonna get ahead, and my main ban is Lux, so she'll just snipe people. And turned into the
Hulk
just gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, She Cucked Me just really continuing to go aggressive whenever he feels like it.
13 and 4. He is well within his rights too.
Ghost gonna try and defend here on this top side as the members of Eyes Low start to converge on that, looking for that top lane tower. So the Singularity just coming across, doing fair amounts of damage themselves with between Luden's Echo and Rabadon's Deathcap. The Cosmic Radiance Fist signals the dive as the Grand Skyfall comes across. He's in the back line. She Cucked Me instantly takes out Mayhuli. Tidal Wave to disengage as Dyslexic is exhausted. Flashlight Binding gonna be flashed away from Dyslexic, but the Dazzle will land. A stun comes down, and they're gonna spear shot him away. Get My Xanax takes down Dyslexic for 3-0.
They're bringing the minions down the mid lane, and they are going to try and end this game right here, right now. 3 members of Ghost down, and only 2 Nexus turrets and a Nautilus stand between them and Game 1 of the finals.
Yeah, the riposte comes out, and Danny Phantom is instantly dazzled up and taken down. She Cucked Me with a couple more kills before the game ends. Eyes Low take game number 1 over Ghost.
Yeah, She Cucked Me with the risky call of the bot lane. Fiora goes in with Taric and takes the game by storm.
Really nicely done by Eyes Low, and no less expected from the number 1 seed, 11-0 in the regular season. They are 1 game away from the Gold Cap Championship, but Ghost, they gotta even up the series if they want to have a chance. So we'll take a short break before we get into game number 2. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Summer Playoffs Gold Capped. Eyes Low in the finals are now one game up over Ghost and one game away from that Gold Capped championship. On the other side, Ghost, they need to win a game in order to even up and then win another in order to take the crown themselves. We'll go ahead and jump into Champion Select. On the blue side, it is Ghost, and on the red side, it is Eyes Low. After a pentakill on Fiora in the bottom lane for She Cucked Me. We'll see how they adjust their draft. Echo
Yeah.
going to be the first ban away from my main's ban. Again, this is similar to what we saw last game. Nothing
Alright, yeah,
changed yet.
this same band so far, but let's see where it changes up. When are they going to ban Fiora?
I think they banned Pantheon. I think
Yeah, the
Pantheon is
Pantheon did
something
do
worth
a lot
banning.
of. Yep, still going to ban the Alawi.
Yeah, and Get My Xanax has played a lot of Pantheon so far, but the Alawi, a staple ban against Eyes Low. Everyone bans it. At some point, though,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it worth more than like is it easier to play around than something like Pantheon or Fiora? They
Wow, still
same
gonna
three
just ban the
bans.
Ezreal. Um, I don't know. I feel like Get My Xanax Mom is just gonna play Pantheon again. It's not like there's anything that's gonna be able to stop him. Emo
Well,
Street
the
locking in
first
Nautilus.
the first pick Nautilus. I
I don't.
question that
I don't.
actually.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's just.
I think it's fine that you pick Nautilus. I just don't think it's first pick worthy. It's not as though anyone on Islow is going to take it away from you. And there we go, the Fiora once again. We know where that one's going.
Yeah, there we go. That's Fiora Taric again. It worked last time, and there's no reason to suspect that it won't work this time.
Well,
Yeah,
Ghost have not locked in their duo lane yet, so maybe they pick something like Lucian, which is a little bit
yeah.
better at dodging away from those abilities.
Or
Hulk gonna get a Zinzao.
dyslexic Swain, or even or Vladimir.
Vladimir,
Both
yeah.
would be
But it's
okay.
gonna be
Goes
Lucian.
Lucian, yeah.
So yeah, Lucian with the Relentless Pursuit, a little bit better at dodging away from those dazzles, but again, the Pantheon, forget my Xanax Mom. That's what I think they should have banned away.
Yeah, the Fiora was obviously it was a problem. It was a huge problem, but it was more or less manageable. It was
Before it got
yeah
out of control.
before it got way out of control. The Pantheon, on the other hand, was always out of control.
Morgana going to be banned away from Danny Phantom, so no Black Shields coming in this time. Again, they're going to just go ahead and pinch away Orianna from my main's ban. Wonder what they'll ban last. I don't know. Kind of hard.
Yeah, I feel like they're just gonna try to keep banning my main's ban just because John McClout's got like a 4 deep pool of his most proficient champions, and can't just ban all 4 of those when you
Well,
get 2
they're
bans.
going to
They
go ahead
banned
and
the
throw a
Renekton.
Renekton ban.
I didn't
So,
think the Renekton was that much of a problem.
yeah, I don't think the Renekton wasn't like a big deal. Well, I mean, maybe it didn't seem like a big deal because everyone is just
Yeah, because
destroying
everyone
everywhere
on
else.
Elo was that strong, but
We'll see the Zed mouse over for my main's ban. This would be blind picking that Zed in the mid lane, and it looks like they're okay. No, it's
it's
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Vladimir for my main's ban, presumably, because we've already seen the Fiora lock in. So Ghost, now what do they pick up? They need to pick up their both of their solo lanes. They know what they're up against in the mid lane.
They
So,
have picked up one of their solo lanes.
oh, you're
They
right.
need to
Sorry.
take their
They
support
need to pick
and
their
their mid
support.
laner.
I'm dumb. Cassiopeia against Vladimir. I could definitely see this one going the way of Mehuli, and it was fairly effective last game. Whenever it could do damage, so
Yeah.
that'll go the way of Mehuli. Lulu
Taken,
gonna be
taking
picked
the
up. If you need a way to keep someone from getting killed by Pantheon stuns, that's the one you would take.
Yeah, Wild Growth and Polymorph, both amazing tools for peeling people off your ADC. John McCloud cycling through Aatrox, then Darius, Kled, Irelia, Mundo, Nar, Garen, Maokai, Kennen, and takes
Whoa!
Kennen.
Kennen locked in. So
Excuse
I was gonna say something about Lulu being better than Nami because it's a lot less telegraphed when her CC is coming in, so Fiora doesn't have an easier time of Huss. But now we gotta talk about Kennen, because Kennen just got locked in for John McCloud in the top lane. I think that AD Kennen has a place right now, but it's not a great one. I think AP Cannon is basically just it doesn't do anything. The damage coming out of AP Cannon is not high enough to warrant picking it, and it's basically nullified when you buy one item, namely Locket of the Iron Solari.
Yeah, I think John McCloud's going to be going for the AD cannon. I hope he's going for the AD cannon just because Vladimir has more than enough magic damage for that team. It's not like, it's not like oh well, it's an all AD team, so no.
Yeah, so I don't know. Cannon against Nautilus, I could understand why you'd pick it. Looking to try and bully that lane with a range advantage, but I think there's better things to pick.
At least he's got the fun cannon skin.
Yeah, good. What is that? Super Cannon.
Super cannon.
Then we got Star Guardian Lulu. We got some good skins in this game. That's a terrible Pantheon skin though.
Yeah, at least to turn him Cassiopeia is.
That looks really cool actually.
Yeah.
I don't see that skin very often.
So now we are getting into the second game of this series. Islow is looking to end it out while Ghost is trying to fight back and even it up.
Chikukmi and Charles Anson picking up their Fiora Taric bottom lane once again. We'll see if they can replicate that performance that earned them a pentakill in game number 1.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be much harder against the Lucian Luke, just having much more easy CC and just the dash on Lucian is wildly
is a lot
helpful.
Better against the Dazzles coming out.
Yeah, between the Dazzles and the Fiora stab things.
The riposte. Or the lunge is what you're...
lunge.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think Hulk will find himself in a little bit better of a place here on Xin Zhao, I think. He'll be able to put down some aggression early game, try and match up against Get My Xanax Mom, and not many things can beat Xin Zhao level 1. And John McCloud, he's like runs into Yuma Street. I don't think he realized. Just autoing onto him, giving him the summon Airy.
Street to use his shield so early. It's really going to put him far behind.
Are we going to get our scoreboard anytime this game is the question.
God, I hope so. Let me just start writing down how many kills everyone has. Okay, right now, it's 0.
0 kills us on all sides. Hulk going to get his red... There you go. He hurt us in the past.
Oh, and he's even going to rearrange the scoreboard for us.
Alright, so Dyslexic and Danny Fans, I'm feeling a lot better about this bottom lane matchup. I really am hoping... So, Summon Airy doesn't tell me at all whether it's going to be AD or AP Cannon, but it implies to me that it's AP Cannon. I think AD Cannon would much prefer to take something like Press the Attack because of how much he's planning to auto. You go for a very on-hit oriented build. Hulk and Mehuli roaming up already, trying to get on to Get My Xanax. 3 members of Ghost collapse on the enemy jungler, but here comes My Main's Band looking to turn it around, but it's not going to matter as Hulk is able to get it, and first blood goes to Mehuli.
Big ol' Yuma Street just like walking down there. I was like, oh, well, he's just going to hook him. And then it was like, oh, he's level 1. He just kind of whap.
3 members of Ghost, they're like, okay, Get My Xanax goes for the Scuttle Crab. We're going to kill him. Mehuli backing up, but turning around a lot of damage on the My Main's Band.
Wow.
The poison and then those twin fangs just sinking in onto My Main's Band.
So already off to a strong start by Ghost. Mehuli with a kill. Yeah, probably of the 3, the best to have it. Just let Cassiopeia scale a little earlier.
Yeah, John McCloud landing that stun onto Yuma Street is gonna, again, this is what you would expect in this lane, just bullying him really hard with that range advantage.
He's gonna force him off of the cannon. Feels bad, man.
Dyslexic doing a pretty good job here. Danny Phantom now, they're going to go aggressive. Dazzle going to be dodged, and there you go. The Relentless Pursuit already coming in.
Yeah.
Doing a lot better already.
Yeah, and Chikukmi taking a bunch of damage there from the rest of the attack proc.
Get My Xanax Mom here, trying to turn the tides, but he's only level 2. Going in onto Hulk. Hulk now is the one getting collapsed on in the enemy jungle. He's going to go down, but Chikukmi Enemy is down first! They're gonna go away. My Main's Band gets Hulk. Dyslexic is exhausted. My Main's Band flashes away, but Dyslexic gonna follow flash. Everyone flashes, but the stun from the shield from the Bastion comes out. Now Charles Hansen is the focus. The Glitterland's not gonna connect. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Ghost.
Wow, 4 flashes used by Ghost, picking up the 2 kills. My Main's Band and Charles Zanson also flashing.
Charles Zanson, they almost got him out there with the Bastion shield, but not quite enough, especially after 4 members of Ghost flash over after him.
Yeah.
So yeah, get my Xanax. He's like, all right, they just killed me. He's gonna go for my blue buff. Everyone come, let's kill him. And they find Hulk, but the rest of Ghost is also ready to come and fight. Dyslexic and Danny Phantom a lot stronger at this point in the game than Shikakme and Charles Zanson. They're able to come and turn the fight with the help of Mehuli coming in as well.
Yeah, I really thought that would go worse for Ghost. I thought Hulk would die faster, and then Mehuli being on the wrong side of that engage would suffer for it as well. But I suppose I didn't think about the fact that Fiora doesn't actually do anything at this stage of the game.
I think that I think it's very strange. He's done it both of these games, but Mehuli not going for Tear of the Goddess on Cassiopeia. Now 2 games in a row. I think that it's just such a valuable and absolutely worth item on Cassiopeia. You stack it so fast, it's almost as though you're not even delaying your power spike.
Yeah, I do have to wonder this. What does Mehuli think of Tear of the Goddess then?
Yeah, and I much prefer it to Rod of Ages. I think that Tear of the Goddess is absolutely core on Cassiopeia. Rod of Ages is a little bit more situational. Mehuli treats it as though it's the opposite. However, Shikakme coming forward, gonna take a piercing light to the face. As Hulk was hanging around this bottom side, but bottom lane for Ghost shoving in so hard. My main fan just popped the Sanguine Pool. Gotta be careful now for a gank coming out of Hulk, but here comes Get My Xanax. Gets a stun in onto him, but My Main Man doesn't have level 6. There's the barriers. Hulk coming in to turn inside. Miasma coming down. My Main Man has no flash and no Sanguine Pool. The Twin Banks just sinking in. He's gonna get poisoned up, and they're gonna kill him. Slowly but surely, they're gonna give it over to... Wait, no, here's the gank. John McCloud is here. There's a stun coming down onto Hulk. Depth charge comes out, but there's the Sanguine Pool coming back up. Hulk is gonna go down. John McCloud gets a kill, but Yuma Street is here. They're throwing the miasma. If they flash away, John McCloud's out. The stun goes down onto Yuma Street, and Low get a 1-for-0 win in a situation they had no business winning.
Hulk overcommitting there after seeing that John McCloud was there to help My Main's Band. Mehuli wanted to pull off, and Yuma Street was just there for
Dazzle? Oh, they get 2 stuns off of 2 different Dazzles. Danny Phantom is now the focus. Ignite goes down. He's trying to get flash onto him. Nothing comes out, and it will go over to Low, taking the 2v2.
Wow. Yeah, action for Low that brings them back into, brings the gold back into contention there. Fighting on the Rift Herald, or where the Rift Herald will be, and here in the bot lane. Danny Phantom going down, Hulk going down, and Low not losing anything for it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Danny Phantom, was she out of mana when she died?
I don't know.
Because I didn't see Whimsy come out. I saw a shield, but clearly not enough to save her. Now Shikakme gets to go back and pick up a Sheen.
And now John McCloud has the revolver, the Hextech revolver for Kennen.
Oh, that means he's going AP.
Yep.
No, I think AP Kennen is really just very bad right now. I don't think it does enough damage. I think it's harder to set up when you don't have flash. That it's honestly not worth it for having a team fight ultimate every 3 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah. AP Kennen used to be able to do, just run in and press R and everyone
kill 2 people
instantly. Everyone who was in there was dead. But now it's not really that anymore because they nerfed the damage a bunch. So now it's just kind of, if you can get it off for 3 whole seconds, everyone's dead. But
yeah, but nerf to the upfront damage means a lot. John McCloud. I think that AD Kennen as a split push threat is so powerful because you get so much attack speed.
Easy stuns.
Yeah.
And in team fights, you aren't really doing
Oh,
that
Charles
much
Anson
damage.
zoned off. He's gonna be forced to flash away by Hulk jumping on him. That's why you can't go for that ward when your lane's not pushed up.
Yeah, on the off chance that the jungler's there, you're just screwed.
He's gonna look for the stun, but the Yuma Street, the stun stack square off, but he's gonna pop the slicing maelstrom. Yuma Street had the aftershock though active, and it does basically
no
nothing. Dretchline gonna try and pull him back under tower, but Yuma Street close, almost got another stun off. Yeah, with the aftershock and how little damage the slicing maelstrom does as it is, Jamba Cloud doesn't really get a whole lot of damage down. Takes a tower shot even on the way out. Yuma Street with depth charge available as well. They need to be very careful that he doesn't get just jumped on.
But Hulk is coming up the river.
Yeah, spotted out on a ward now, and he's gonna use that lightning rush to back away.
Yeah, so now with Jamba Cloud backing off, probably heading back.
Hulk clearing out a control ward. We'll take a Thunder Shuriken to the face for it.
Yeah, both top laners going back. Both top laners with teleport. We'll see if they decide to come back using that, or they want to keep that up for
My Main's ban on the way bot. Dazzle gonna be dodged as My Main's ban is Predator down. Hemoplague finds one target as the Grand Skyfall coming in. The Cosmic Radiance means they are able to die very easily. Teleport finished up by Yuma Street in the back line. He's trying to get on to get my Xanax is kiting away on the other side is Dyslexic. She cucked me taking a lot of tower shots as Yuma Street now trying to get in there. A Dazzle comes out of the Riptide is going to be blocked by the Riposte. Mehuli is here. Petrifying Gaze gets on to get my Xanax. Yuma Street's still alive. He's going very low, but he's still alive. Gets a shield up. The Summoner Heal comes out, and he will survive as well. 4 for 1 in favor of Ghost.
Oh, my Main's ban botching the solo tower dive against Dyslexic. Doesn't have the Sanguine Pool, and Dyslexic just guns him down.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, Yuma Street, although the depth charge got eaten by the Riposte, Mehuli just does so much damage to all of these people that don't have any resistances.
Petrifying Gaze came out, stunned up a lot of people. Yuma Street just survives for so long between Aftershock, his shield with the Titan's Wrath, and Dyslexic giving him the Summoner Heal, saving it for him. Mountain Drake goes over to the side of Ghost, and they're not even going to lose a whole lot. Jamba Cloud was forced out of lane by Hulk on the top side.
Yeah, Hulk seeing that the fight's happening and there's no way that he can get there, either they win and they get the dragon anyway, or they lose and they lose the dragon anyway, so he does what he can to keep that turret alive and successfully bullies Jamba Cloud.
Jamba Cloud building in towards that Hextech Proto Belt now. Well, I mean, he has been, but he got a Kindle Gem for it, so we've got more of it. Sorry, that was a misleading statement. Danny Phantom just making sure this EXP does not go to waste. Better on the support than nobody.
Yep. Mehuli coming back into lane now with his completed Rod.
Oh, he did go for tier.
Oh, he does have a tier. That's just a little late tier. I guess the Rod of Ages.
Yeah. So, Hulk coming in gets a slow onto My Main's ban by jumping onto the minion, but Dyslexic now getting jumped on by Shikakmi. The Sanguine Pool gets My Main's ban out to safety. Dredgeline gonna connect onto Jamba Cloud, and Yuma Street roots him in place. Now Dyslexic is in trouble. The Wild Growth coming out as the culling is down, and Shikakmi now turning around as now Dyslexic doing a lot of damage with that Light Slinger. Charles Sansa gets jumped down, Relentless Pursuit. Cosmic Radiance is available, but Ghost will not continue to pursue. Dazzle coming back up. They will disengage.
Yeah, Dyslexic and Danny Phantom working much better around this Fiora Taric bot lane than they last game. I mean, it did catch them
watch
by
out. Get my
surprise,
Xanax is here.
Phantom.
Charles Hansen, Dazzle not going to connect, but Charles Hansen is going to use the stopwatch. The stun comes out, and it will be Dyslexic going down. Shut down by Shikakmi. Danny Phantom now getting jumped on. Shikakmi takes a tower shot, takes 2 tower shots. That's a shutdown going over to Danny Phantom. Now the Cosmic Radiance has landed on Charles Hansen, but how long is it going to last? Not long enough as Hulk cleans him up. And Mehuli on the roam will make it a double for Hulk. Ghost trade 3 for 1.
Wow, Dyslexic thinking that he could kill Charles Zanson, couldn't because of the stopwatch, but then continuing, Shikakmi takes so much damage from the turret, not really respecting Danny Phantom's slow, and burns the flash and the Cosmic Radiance,
and still dies. And then Mehuli on the way down Hulk already in the fray. They just pick up 2 more. Tower First Blood goes in their favor as well. And My Man's Band has not been able to do anything.
Yeah, My Man's Band without the Hextech Proto Belt can't really duel Mehuli at this point in time, and Hulk has been showing mid.
Oh wow, Mehuli just laying into him. Twin Fangs just doing so much damage. The Petrifying Gaze comes down. There's the Sanguine Bull, but Ghost will just continue to go in. Hemoplague is dropped. Grand Skyfall as Mehuli is going to take a lot of damage. Hulk with the peel will knock him away, but it doesn't matter as the Teleport Proto Belt from Java Cloud. He's going to get stunned up and taken down as well.
1 for 2. The Grand Skyfall and the Teleport both coming out to take out the mid-jungle duo from Ghost. Yeah, little bit of an overstep just knowing that there's a Pantheon in the game. Even without Kennen, that would have...
Oh wow, there's a Polymorph. Exhaust is used on the Dyslexic, but does it gonna matter? Bastion Shield and the Guardian are enough to keep Gamma. Redemption! Oh! Redemption! Yes! Danny Phantom takes him down! Wow.
The redemption kill by Danny Phantom.
And that's his true style in the side of Ghost. Glitterlane's coming out. There's a nice dodge on the Dazzle from Relentless Pursuit. Now 3 members of Eyes Low in this mid lane going to be headed off by the bottom lane of Ghost. Uma Street just hanging up behind Jamba Cloud. He has depth charge and there's no slicing Maelstrom available for Jamba. Now he's going to come out, roots him in place. He's going to get stunned up now, but the Dredge Line is going to connect. Oh. He lands it. Depth charge is available, slowed up by the Riptide. Yuma Street is going to take down Java Cloud. The stopwatch is kind of wasted here. Mehuli is here, and Yuma Street just bonks him with the anchor.
The solo kill for Yuma Street onto Jamba Cloud. Just getting behind him. He isn't taking as much damage as he was before due to this Spectre's Cowl, and he's got the tools.
Oh, Hulk goes in onto My Man's Band, pops the ultimate. Whoa, so much damage! My Man's Band burns to red buff and red smite.
Yeah, and now Hulk is 5-3-3, probably going to finish his Trinity Force soon.
Warrior Enchant Trinity Force. This is going to be one of those Xin Zhaos that just destroys Eyes Low.
Shikakmi now in the mid lane, letting Dyslexic and Danny Phantom take the CS bot. Looks like Dyslexic can afford something, so he's going back. Probably his boots. Those are pretty important.
Hulk trying to pick up the Rift Herald for the side of Ghost right now.
And we've got 40 seconds to another dragon. 16 minutes into the game, and Ghost is 3,500 gold ahead.
Rift Herald was just picked up by Ghost. Looks like they're heading towards that top lane. My Man's been using the Proto Belt just to clear waves.
Yeah, Hulk Street in the top lane. They have Rift Herald on Hulk, so he could use it if he so wanted.
Yeah,
which
and there it is. John McCloud getting zoned away by Yuma Street to make sure that he cannot interrupt that Rift Herald channel. And Ghost will get that tower on the top side, almost certainly. Charles Zan's My Man's Band and Get My Xanax here, trying to clear out. There's a dodge on the Dazzle from the Relentless Pursuit. Tower goes down top lane. John McCloud unable to stop that one.
Eyes Low has currently sent Shikakmi down to the bot lane. He's just gotta farm. Without any items, this Fiora isn't gonna do anything. Even the Trinity Force isn't enough.
Watch out, Get My Xanax is coming around the side, and here's John McCloud going in with a Slicing Maelstrom available, but just the Proto Bomb. Now My Man's Band is going aggressive with a Hemoplague. He's gonna get the Cosmic Radiance, and Petrifying Gaze stuns up too, but there's no damage. Miasma's down, and they're doing a lot of damage. Dyslexic just ripping him apart. Grand Skyfall as the Dazzle lands. A Wild Growth comes out. Danny Phantom is the target, stunned up, and Exhaust is not. The shield! He's alive! Hulk comes in from the backside, rips apart Get My Xanax for the kill for Dyslexic. A Dazzle onto him, but a Dredge Line from Yuma Street. Slicing Maelstrom is too little effect as Java Cloud is just forced to jump right back out. Shikakmi coming around the backside, and the Dazzle not going to land. A double kill goes over to Yuma Street. So far it's a 3-for-1. Shikakmi goes in, but it's focused down. A triple kill for Yuma Street. He's a very tanky Nautilus. Charles Hansen, Twin Fangs from the ace from Ghost, 5-for-1.
Danny Phantom not dying in the very onset of that fight, and Yuma Street just standing there and tanking 2 members of ELO while the rest of the team fights.
what started as a 3v3 became a 4v4 as the top laners come in, and then becomes a blown out 5v5 as the people from bot come in. And at the end of it all, Ghost with a 5-for-1 and the tower in the mid lane. They've got 3 towers now, all of the outer ring.
And they are on a 6,000 gold lead and turning their sights on this Cloud Drake. Going to be their second Drake of the game, and it's going to go away uncontested by Low.
And this is why I don't really like AP Cannon. I just think you have a stun, but it doesn't last a whole lot of time because of how easy it is to apply, for balance reasons, obviously. But then also, AP Cannon's damage is it's not front-loaded, it's not even sustained, really. It's just sort of slow, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, at least with AD Cannon, you can always send him to any lane that you want. Like, it's just, oh, well, you've got your Pinch and your Blade of the Ruin King.
Yeah, AD Cannon is actually really quite good. It can 1v1 basically everything. Now Hulk is going to be in trouble as the Hemoplague is going to be attached. But a Dredge Line going to connect onto Shikakmi. The Wild Growth keeps Hulk alive. A Redemption going to give him a heal. A Polymorph going to get my Xanax Bomb. And he's going down. Now Yuma Street wants to keep going. Roots up my main band. The Poison and Summon Airy from Danny Phantom get her the killing spree. John McCloud slicing Maelstrom is basically worthless again.
Yeah, and as you just said, it's like you're not doing enough damage and your stun isn't providing enough. Why not just go AD? You have the same stun.
You have the same stun, you're a lot better in sustained fights, and you can basically 1v1 anyone as AD Cannon. If you're ahead enough, you can oftentimes multi-people versus one. And the Baron is going to go down, Ghosts are going to get that no problem. They just rip through it between Cassiopeia, Lucian, and a Mountain Drake. And that just spawned 20 minutes now.
Granted, by no means is AP Cannon the reason that ELO is behind. It's just that, you know, it's not helping, but it's definitely not hurting. John McCloud's playing well enough on his own. It's just that AP Cannon is not offering anything to these losing fights.
Yeah.
If he were AD, he may have been, he may be able to offer a little more single target damage and finish some of these kills that Ghost has been running away from.
Yeah. More importantly, I think he's a better split push threat, but it's hard to split push when you're behind as it is.
Yeah. Because, when you're split pushing, you're expecting someone to come stop you, and that your team is competent enough in the 4v4. When you're behind, they can just 5v4 and kill you and take the turret and win.
Yeah, all of a sudden, 9,000 gold lead for Ghost. They're going to have a Baroned up wave, and My Main's Band is going to do his best, but it's not a whole lot of wave clear on the side of Low. Ghost just letting the Baron minions do their job. The teleport coming in from Yuma Street as the Miasma goes down, and Ghosts are going to claim this tower for themselves.
Yeah, that is their 4th tower now. It is 10,000 gold, and they're pushing into
just running it down mid. Ghosts are going to try and get in. The Dazzler going to connect onto one target. Danny Phantom as John McCloud looks for a way in, but he's not going to be in. And the Dredge Line going to pull him back in. He's going to use his Zanya's. Cosmic Radiance to disengage with the Hemoplague. And the Depth Charge. Oh, My Main's Band burns to Mehuli's Poison. He's not able to get the Sanguine Pull fast enough. So much CC from Ghost.
Yeah, and Ghost actually, they're just putting 5 men here, 4 people left on Elo, but they don't really have any tools to stop them. The Baron up minions coming in, and they're just focusing on the Nexus towers.
Yeah, Ghost just want to end it here and now. Dazzle not going to find a target. Ghost, they back away, and they turn right back onto the tower. The first one's down as Hulk goes in. Slicing Maelstrom gets a big stun, but it's not enough. Wild Growth negates all his damage. Danny Phantom will fall to the exhausted Shikakmi, but it doesn't matter as he's poked in the back. Mehuli gets the kill, and that's the ace for Ghost. And that'll be game number 2 going their way. We're going to have a game 3. My Main's Band fails the Tides of Blood plus Flash combo, and that means he's going to give his Nexus for it. Ghost are going to even up the series.
A clean victory by Ghost. They took the lead and they never gave anything back. Elo they have to shape up after this game and go for the win in game 3.
Yep, one more game between these two teams, Low and Ghost. Who will be your OKLCS Summer Gold Cap champions? We'll see after the break. Thank you all for watching, and see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Summer Playoffs Gold Division. We're about to get into what is going to be the final game of the Gold Cap Finals. Eyes Low and Ghost, one game apiece. This last game for all the marbles. Let's get into Champion Select. Everything is up. One of these teams will be number one in Gold Capped. The other one will be number two, Eyes Low. They've got a few people who have won Gold Cap before. And they definitely want to do it again. Eyes Low coming in 11-0 in the regular season, but they are one game away from losing it all.
Well, yeah, I suppose losing it all.
Losing it all,
That's
I
what
mean,
second place is, really. First loser.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't come in first,
If you
it's
ain't first,
that'd
you're
be
last. A wise man once said
well,
it.
that'd be just a disappointment for a lot of members on Eyes Low.
Yeah, the Ari, Trundle, and Cassiopeia taken away by Elo. They do not want to deal with Mehuli's Cassiopeia again. Meanwhile, Ghost takes away Ilawi, Echo, and Ezreal.
Yeah, no change in the first three bans from Ghost here, but Eyes Low, they have they are tired of that Cassiopeia.
Slam lock by my main's ban.
Yeah, Ziggs going over to Eyes Low very early on. Something that they previously banned away from Mehuli. Now they'll just take it in exchange for that Cassiopeia ban. And again, the Nautilus
for Yuma Street.
Nothing really surprising there.
We've given up on saying they should pick something else that's a power pick.
It's whatever. I think the Nautilus works for them. Yuma Street's absolutely very good at it. Hulk will take the Xin Zhao that he did so well on in the last game, and we'll go from there. Eyes Low. Will they go for the Fiora Taric bottom lane again is the question. It is available if they want to, as well as the fact that Pantheon is also on the table. But no Taric this time. It's going to be Braum for Charles Anson.
Looks like it's going to be Lucian Braum. I think they realized that Ghost figured out how to play against that Fiora Taric. So they are going to go with a more traditional bot lane, and Morgana is locked for Mehuli.
Morgana going to Danny Phantom, presumably.
Yeah, or Danny Phantom.
That was something that Eyes Low had previously banned away before. Now they're going to deny Orianna. I'm surprised that you banned the Orianna when the Ziggs is already locked in. You know that it's not going bot lane Ziggs because there's a Lucian also. Yep. I don't really see the point of an Orianna ban.
Probably just forgot. I mean, so far they've banned the same three. It's like, oh, well, what did we ban last time? Orianna. Okay, go for Orianna.
Yeah.
But Vel'Koz taken away by Eyes Low. They do not want Mehuli on Vel'Koz either.
And there you go, Renekton banned away from Jamba Clout. Although that does leave open the possibility of Ornn that Jamba Clout did play in the first series in the semifinals against Double Agents.
Yeah, and there will be no Braum to stop that Ornn available for Ghost.
So now, what is the last man for Eyes Low? They'll take the Swain away from Dyslexic. That does leave open Vladimir, if that's what Dyslexic wants to go for.
Could do some damage to Lucian Braum.
I think Vladimir is the pick here.
Yeah.
Honestly. Especially allows you to hide your mid lane pick. You know what you're going to be playing it into in lane, but, I think it's going to be Xayah.
Xayah?
Wow, that is a very strange priority in my opinion.
Especially with the Braum.
Yeah, between Braum and the fact that you've already locked in a non-Rakan support, I do think that Xayah is a little bit of a strange option. I would have much rather seen either the Jinx or the Vladimir for Dyslexic.
Yeah, and I think Vladimir would have just offered...
Whoa! Picking Vi for Get My Xanax Mom. Again, A, the Pantheon is available. B, there's a Morgana on the enemy team. You know exactly where that assault
doesn't work when you can point and click anti-lockdown.
Yeah, you know exactly where that assault and battery is going, so you know exactly where to use that black shield.
Jamba Clout taking the Ornn for himself.
Yep. Kind of what I expected. Now, what did they lock in for the mid lane of Ghost? I really don't know here.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's just spamming.
I'm not gonna make any guesses. It's gonna be Syndra.
Again, with the Braum.
Yeah, with a Braum on the enemy side, I definitely don't like this the Syndra pick as much as I would had there not been a Braum. I do think he's going to have a lot of kill pressure on my main's ban.
Yeah.
just due to the fact of Syndra being so powerful in lane.
I do see Ghost struggling later in the game. If it ends up going to a late game, which neither of the two games before have, but if this goes late, I see Ghost struggling to actually manage to break open Elo's team, with Braum being able to shield Syndra ultimate and then Xayah feathers.
Okay. Well, I think that the Vi pick is the really weird one to me, because you already saw Morgana and Xayah locked in. You can absolutely guarantee that you cancel out the Assault and Battery by pressing R on Dyslexic Xayah with the Feather Storm. So it's a little bit of a weird one. We'll see how well it works out. On the whole, there were some weird priorities here, in my opinion.
Yeah. Definitely there are questions to be raised about this pick and ban. And now we are about to... Game will start at some point.
Yeah.
Then we'll try to get into game.
I think Rakan was open. I think that both of these. I think at least I know Charles Zanson could have played it. I don't disagree with Braum Lucian being locked in, but I know that Rakan was open. Danny Phantom didn't opt to pick it up. Dyslexic opted to pick Xayah without Rakan when Vladimir was open, and they've had so much success with Vladimir on the side of Ghost.
And I've said it before, I just do not really like Xayah without Rakan. She gains so much by having Rakan, and a lot of Xayah's strengths have been nerfed because of her relationship with Rakan. So, at this point, it's so much better to take two of them together, because he does offer a lot of utility that that she needs.
Yeah, for sure. I do like I think Yuma Street and Hulk are going to be very impactful in this game. I think whether they do well or whether they don't will determine how Ghost plays out the rest of this game.
Yeah, I see Mehuli and My Main's ban, that lane, just going pretty predictably from the beginning.
Yeah. See if My Main's ban is able to respect Mehuli enough to not die. On the other hand, though, Vi with R, what are you going to do as Syndra when Vi comes in at you with Assault and Battery?
Flash as far into your turret as you possibly can.
You flash, you're still going to get locked up, and that's going to be an easy couple of bombs coming your way.
Yeah.
It's going to be, if Get My Xanax Mom pays appropriate attention to the mid lane, I think that it'll actually go the way of Eyes Low.
Yeah, Hulk's going to have to make sure that he is there to assist Mehuli, especially since, Yuma Street and John McCloud are just going to be beating each other up for entire lane phase. It's not like one of them really has the clear, oh, well, if I don't camp his lane, he's just going to die repeatedly.
Yeah, Hulk went red to the Scuttle Crab, lays down a ward for Yuma Street, and is now, where is he going? Mehuli coming forward, looking for some damage on the My Main's ban. Gonna be some Dark Spears, but My Main's ban doing some good damage with the Arcane Comet as well. They're trading blue buffs, a little bit of vertical jungling here.
Yeah, Mehuli taking a lot of damage in return from My Main's ban, but yeah, he did miss one Force of Will, so that was a significant drop in his damage. Hulk is actually top lane right now.
Yeah, he's looking for a gank onto Jamba Cloud. Yuma Street as Nautilus does have a lot of gank assist, but how much damage can they do? As here comes the winner's bite onto Dyslexic if they can get the stun, but a good black shield comes out from Danny Phantom, but here's the Vault Breaker. Not going to connect onto anybody. The exhaust going to be used, but immediate flash away from Danny Phantom. I think that was very overly respectful from Danny Phantom.
Yeah, especially in conjunction with the exhaust. She didn't look like she was going to die either way.
Ooh, Mehuli gets knocked into tower by the Satchel Charge. Meanwhile, Dyslexic taking a lot of damage, but Charles Zanson with the exhaust rather than ignite means that there's not going to be any attempt at a kill there. Dyslexic burning summoner heal. Now Get My Xanax coming in on the mid lane, but so is Hulk. There's a good stun as here comes. He gets the Vault Breaker to knock him away, and My Main's Band gets out to safety. He's running out the other side, just throwing bombs as best he can, but Get My Xanax has to flash over as well. Xin Zhao just doing too much damage there for them to deal with at this point.
We are looking at a flashless Vi and a flashless Ziggs.
Oh, Dyslexic a little bit too close. A good Black Shield, but the Feather's going to come through. Blocked up by Charles Zanson.
Dyslexic is forced to go back right now or risk certain death. John McCloud has no mana in the top lane, so he is going to have to figure out... yeah, he's just going to have to buy something, I'm guessing.
Yeah, buy yourself a nice little Sapphire. Yeah, there you go. Huli low on mana is just going to try and shove this wave in. Probably going to take his recall now. Yuma Street continuing to shove in onto John McCloud. Any Phantom. Alone, Dyslexic having to go back, just only able to pick up 2 daggers.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The 2 daggers, sure they'll increase his attack speed, but they're not really going to do that much in terms of combat because you're not taking extended trades against this raw Lucian.
John McCloud taking a lot of damage from Yuma Street, not giving him a whole lot in return, but here comes Get My Xanax trying to turn the tides. Vault Breaker is available. Is he going to land at Yuma Street? Going to get knocked up, take some denting blows damage, but John McCloud does! He walks into the Riptide! Now Yuma Street going in onto Get My Xanax, gets a big shield, and the minions are just laying into him! Get My Xanax bomb, gonna get flashed on! There's the
Vault Breaker.
Holy
out.
cow.
John McCloud stepping too far forward. Yuma Street with the corrupting potion ticking. The Riptide hits John McCloud and kills him.
Oh my goodness.
Huge misplay.
John McCloud just walks into Yuma Street. He was just using the Riptide to try and slow Get My Xanax so he could run away. John McCloud, way too greedy to try and help pick up that kill, ends up walking up at low enough HP that he just dies to it.
So now the Yuma Street walking back into lane with a Glacial Shroud. John McCloud only still has the Mana Crystal.
Alright, Hulk is down here in the bottom lane. Charles Hanson already used the stand behind me. Can they get a Dark Binding onto him? Is it going to connect? Nice sidestep. He will get slowed up. He will get knocked up here if Hulk can connect it, but here's a teleport coming in from John McCloud, and Hulk has gone down! There's Charles Hanson jumping forward, looking for something. Dyslexic gonna get clapped up by John McCloud if he can get it. There's the exhaust on the Danny Phantom, and she has no flash! Knocked up by the Searing Charge! John McCloud will claim one for himself.
A 2-for-1 in favor of Elo. Hulk stepping too far forward, taking tower shots, and Shikakbi capitalizes on it and kills the trespassing jungler. Meanwhile, John McCloud teleporting to the middle of the lane and catching the other 2 who were, I mean, it was a 3v3 until one died, and then suddenly it became 2v3.
And then, so, Hulk definitely overcommitted for that gank. He comes in, he's trying to get that knock up on a Charles Sanson, but Danny Phantom, after the Dark Binding missed, I think you need to back away there. Much less take a tower shot. Mountain Drake goes over to the side of Islow. They're all able to get over the pit.
And now Get My Xanax Bomb just gets his red buff. Things go back to relatively normal. Except for Yuma Street. Yuma Street is
21 CS up over John McCloud as a result of that kill.
The wave.
As a result of that kill and that teleport, John McCloud missing out on a lot of CS. Yuma Street gonna be the backbone of Ghost in this game.
Yeah, everyone else is either off to a shaky start or, in Mehuli's case, not doing anything right now because you're Syndra.
Yeah, but he is level 7. My main man does need to be careful that he doesn't get stunned up. Danny Phantom making an appearance in the mid lane, but Mehuli just moving in to try and support Hulk on this invade. Mega Inferno Bug going to be thrown out just to check that blue buff, but it is going to be going over to the side of Ghost unless something else happens. Here's the Call of the Forge God coming in. Drexline going to pull in Get My Xanax Mom, as now the Call of the Forge God has disrupted the backline of Ghost. The bomb's just raining down from My Main's Van, but Yuma Street now needs to get out of here. Hulk is going to jump into My Main's Van, but they ignite and the bomb going to go down, and that'll be a kill over. My Main's Van going to get pulled in by the Drexline, but John McCloud knocks him out. The Depth Charge finishes the job. Yuma Street going to try and turn it around. Riptide is going to be coming up, but it's not going to matter as he gets breathed on by John McCloud. 2 for 1 so far as Dyslexic now going to root up Shikakame with the Unbreakable coming up, blocking up any damage coming onto the AD carry.
Scuttle Crab goes over to Eyes Low, and John McCloud heads back to the top lane to get back some of that CS that Yuma Street took.
I think that was a very ambitious invade by Ghost. Yes, you had everyone ready to go for it. You saw Mehuli and Yuma Street on the way down there immediately. But so is Eyes Low, and they know that it's happening, and they have a better position just based on how powerful John McCloud's ultimate is.
Yeah, being that deep into their jungle, you're fighting on their terms, and you're fighting with their initiation, which, frankly, is a lot better than yours.
Yuma Street doing a good chunk of damage onto John McCloud. He needs to turn around, pick up this wave under tower.
Still with 15 CS lead now for Yuma Street over John McCloud. Their kill scores are even, however.
It's 800 gold. That's a stun coming down on Mehuli. Force of Will doing a decent chunk. They're looking for it. It needs to set up for enough damage for Unleashed Power to finish him off. My main's banned with the Ignite, picked up Hulk, but that means he does not have Barrier for when Mehuli decides to all in.
Yeah, and my main's band does have
Flash Vault Breaker! Assault and Battery keeps him in the Mega Inferno Bomb! And Get My Xanax Mom takes him down. Dyslexic stunned up, but Hulk is coming. Glacial Fissure dodged by the Feather Storm in the bottom lane. Now they've got the ultimate running, but now Hulk has to back away. No one goes down in the bottom lane.
Oh, the late Black Shield by Danny Phantom means that Dyslexic does get stunned up, and then even though he doesn't get knocked up, later when he uses the Feather Storm and then Blade Caller, Lucian is just a little bit too far forward.
And there's Ziggs getting tower first blood, no surprises there. And that's exactly what I was talking about. You send Vi into the mid lane, nothing Syndra can do against Assault and Battery because it's unstoppable, and then just land the Mega Inferno Bomb on top of him. There's nothing he can do. No matter whether he flashes or not, if that Assault and Battery lands, then the Mega Inferno Bomb is going to kill him.
And as I was saying, Hulk had to be there. I mean, he has to be there all the time in the mid lane, or else that happens. Syndra just dies and you lose the turret because you're playing against the Ziggs. Just him not being there, and that was able to happen. Otherwise, he probably would have been able to at least turn it somewhat.
Alright, my main's band not going to get stunned up by that, just pushed back by the Scatter the Weak.
Now, it's actually very even CS in the bot lane, even though Shikakme is a kill and an assist over Dyslexic.
Dyslexic building towards that Storm Razor. Shikakme crucially not finishing off that Blade of the Rune King just yet. A big spike in damage when you finish that item off, but my main's band sitting on a Luden's Echo compared to the Lost Chapter from Mehuli. That is quite the discrepancy in items. He even is making better efficiency because he's got the slightly magical boots, which he got for free. Now, we might see an instant replay! Assault and Battery into Mega Inferno Bomb! Now John McCloud not getting ganked up, but he's going to pull in the Call of the Forge God. Has to flash away as the depth charge coming in. He's not able to redirect the ram, but do they have enough damage to take him down? Yes, they will if a root comes through, but a good stopwatch from John McCloud. Stalls for a half-second longer. I thought he might have made it out, but they are able to burst him down.
Yeah, but crucially, I don't think that they'll be able to take that tower, especially with
Ooh, that's the Billswater active. Danny Phantom now taking a lot of punishment. Charles Anson moving forward with the Unbreakable, but Feather's not going to find a root.
Yeah, Dyslexic and Danny Phantom are taking so much damage from this Lucian.
That culling. Man, I feel so bad for Mehuli. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
Flash forward! Danny Phantom tagged by the Winter's Bite means the root comes down, and that'll be a shutdown going over to Dyslexic. And now Charles Anson taking a couple tower shots. Is he going to be able to chase him down? But flash forward, Feather Storm, but the Unbreakable stops the Feathers from getting behind him.
And now Get My Xanax Mom is behind Dyslexic. Oh, no!
And there he is going to go. Get My Xanax Mom now 2-0-2.
Oof, that actually ended up working out for Ghost somewhat. Danny Phantom died, but Shikakme goes down, and Dyslexic...
The shutdown going over to Dyslexic as well.
Yeah,
He's able to finish off his Storm Razor. Now Yuma Street might be in trouble as My Main's Band gonna knock him away with the Satchel Charge. John McCloud just waiting for the Searing Charge to stun him up. The Volcanic Rupture comes through. Just use your E! Okay.
Okay. Well, now that the Ziggs is here, it should not be too much of a problem to take this turret. There's not much.
It is at full.
Oh, it is. Wow.
And with the Iceborne and the Riptide, Yuma Street is able to clear out the wave fairly safely. Ghost, seeing him in the top side means that they're going to go for this Mountain Drink. Get my Xanax on this other side. He does know that it's happening, and he's got to level up on his Smite. Dark Binding will keep him from getting in with the Vault Breaker, but it's too early. The Mountain Drake is not low enough yet. The Winner's Bite going to come in, but they're not going to go for it, and it'll go over to the side of Ghost.
Yeah. Good binding there by Danny Phantom, first of all. And second of all, Get My Xanax didn't really see the dragon. You know, didn't know how low it was. So he didn't really have a great reference point for like, oh, well, when do I Vault Breaker?
John McCloud and Yuma Street just tank duking it out up in this top lane. I think Yuma Street will win on account of being level 11 to level 9. Oh, Shikakmi throwing out the culling, just like taking a lot of damage, but here comes Get My Xanax Assault and Battery onto Yuma Street, but he flashes away. Depth Charge gonna knock them both up. He gets a shield. He's out! Yuma Street makes it out in a 2v1 against the Call of the Forge God and the Assault and Battery. Now Hulk now has a chance to make something happen in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Get My Xanax Mom also burned his flash for that fight. Trying to initiate in.
Oh, Hulk just gonna run in onto this bottom lane. What is?
It's not gonna work.
Oh, wait, Mehuli coming in. He's gonna flash in, jumping on. The Black Shield stops the knockup as the Dark Binding kind of root up Charles Zanson. He's got no flash. Blade of the Rune King active, not gonna matter. The stopwatch will not save him. Now Hulk going in, gets Shikakmi as well. A teleport coming in from John McCloud as here comes My Main's Band, but it's a 4v2. Fight it out, Ghost. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb. He's going to do a lot of damage. Danny Phantom solo. Hulk is ignited and taken down. The Featherstorm coming down. My Main's Band is exhausted, but it's not enough. Danny Phantom going to get breathed on. Volcanic Rupture not quite going to find Dyslexic. Ghost, they take a fight. There's the Searing Charge knocks up 2. The bomb from My Main's Band takes him down. Mehuli now is full focus. John McCloud taking up the tower. Can he finish it off? The Satchel Charge will do so, but John McCloud will pay the price.
Taking all 4 of those members of Ghost and killing them for 3. So 4 for 3 going in favor of Elo, and My Main's Band is going to have the ability to push and then take this tower.
Not to mention the Rift Herald going down in the mid lane for Eyes Low. They're getting everything on the map.
Yeah, and meanwhile Yuma Street is just top doing what he can, but what he can do is not much.
Yeah, Shikakmi and Charles Anson, as the first 2 to die in the fight, respawn first, and they get to go into the top lane and stop that one from going down. 3 towers to 0 in favor of Eyes Low.
4,000 gold now in favor of Eyes Low at 16 minutes and 45 seconds. Now we've got to see how Ghost is going to play damage control.
Oh, Yuma Street, they don't know he's there. They think it's just a 2v2. Danny Phantom going to land a Dark Binding. Now Danny Phantom might have walked a little bit too far forward. He does take a lot more damage from Shikakmi than they thought. Yuma Street needs to get in there as Dyslexic is going to get stunned, and he's down 2. Here's the Dredge Line landing onto him. Shikakmi gets knocked in as the knockup from the Depth Charge comes out. 3 members of Ghost come in, but a little bit of miscommunication. Dyslexic and Danny Phantom a little bit too antsy to go for the fight.
Yeah, Ghost has got to kill this turret and make it worth it, but My Main's Band is going to make that really hard for them.
Yeah, but the wave clear of a Ziggs, just nothing you can really push against.
Just gotta kill the Ziggs.
Oh, but they don't think they know Yuma Street's there. Oh! They didn't know he was there because the bomb didn't hit him, but he missed the Dredge Line, and so unfortunately they will not be getting a kill on the My Main's Band right now.
Yeah, and they won't even be getting damage on this turret. He's got blue buff and his Luden's Echo just means that he can spam that wave for the community.
Yeah. I have done my little rant about Lich Bane on Ziggs as a second item. I'm not really a big fan of it. I understand why you want to build it, but I think because of the passive, I think as a second item you get more damage from building more AP, like a Rabadon's or a Zanya's Hourglass. As well as the fact that Zanya's Hourglass gives you an invaluable item active.
Yeah, really, can you put a price on not dying?
300 gold plus whatever CS you would have missed in that time, I guess. John McCloud taking some damage. Hulk is going to get onto my main man. The Mega Inferno Bomb nicely sidestepped as the Ghost will chase him down. There's the slow knock up and the shutdown going over to Hulk. Now a Dark Binding is connected on John McCloud, but the Glacial Fissure to disengage. Shikakmi flashes over. The Scatter of the Week comes in. There's a Vault Breaker onto Danny Phantom. Assault and Battery over the wall will follow, and that'll be Danny Phantom falling over. Flash for the auto attack, and the slow as Mayhuli will get shut down as well.
Oh, 2 for 0 here in the jungle, and now these 4 members of ELO with a fresh wave are pushing this tower. Oh, wait, that tower's gone. They're pushing the inhibitor tower.
Yeah, Yuma Street needs to go back.
Yuma Street, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, he can't hold 4v1, so maybe this is the best you can do, is force them to come back for this tower, but they're going to lose the inhibitor no matter what.
Now, these 4 members, Hulk's debating what to do. Does he jump in and definitely sacrifice his own life, or try to stop them?
Alright, well, with members of Ghost coming back up, maybe Yuma Street can cut him off, but it doesn't look like that's what they're going to go.
Know. If they turn on him, Yuma Street is not going to be able to survive. Baron coming up in 15 seconds and a Dragon in 30, losing their top laner would certainly be a bad thing.
And all of a sudden, eyes low, the game is blown wide open. It's only 5,000 gold, but at 20 minutes, it's very difficult for a team to contend with super minions.
Yeah, they're gonna have to keep at least one person in the mid lane the whole time. So that's a mountain drake.
Ghost's gonna try and force something into this bottom lane. Get My Xanax gonna get stunned up by the Scout of the Week. Unleash power! Is it enough?
Oh!
No! Get My Xanax Mom is able to survive.
Not quite enough to kill Get My Xanax Bomb. Mayhuli is just a little too far behind. Only has the blasting one for damage on top of her weapons.
Yeah, and that tells you just how behind he is. He's also going for Banshee's Veil. Oh, Cole, hold that thought. Call the Forge God coming in. Winter's Bite going to cut off that escape path, but he doesn't get any knock. And Hulk goes in. Glacial Fissure to disengage. It is doing a very good job. And Mega Inferno Bomb is going to finish off Danny Phantom. They get onto the Charles Anton to trade supports as Yuma Street's going to get shredded. A double kill going over to My Maid's Band. It's just like getting chased down. Flash forward. There's a Scatter of the Week to stun him up, but My Maid's Band continuing to throw out bombs. A triple kill as he picks up his opposite number. He gets under one. Hulk going to shut him down in the backside. John McCloud now doing a lot of damage, but now Hulk is going to turn around and take him down. Assault and Batter around to Hulk, but the Feather Storm comes out. They're going to be able to focus down and get My Xanax. He'll take him down. No! He gets the Ball Breaker off. A double kill for the full house. And eyes low, Ace Ghost. What an amazing play from Get My Xanax Mom.
Danny Phantom, that fight took long enough that Danny Phantom is actually back alive, so Get My Xanax Mom and Shikakmi don't really have the chance to run in there and get damage out on the Nexus turrets. I suppose that is the only saving grace for Ghost right now, being almost 6 full 1,000 gold behind, 5 turrets to 1, and they have just slivers of health left on their Nexus turret.
Get My Xanax Mom just finished a Trinity Force too. That is
oh, that's not gonna be good.
So think about it. He didn't have that in that last fight. Whoa! Get My Xanax Mom and Shikakmi starting up the Baron. It's spotted out by a Scryer's Orb, but Ghost, are they gonna contest it? Yeah, they'll just back away. My Main's Band does so much damage. I think he'd be doing more if he went for a more AP heavy item over the Lich Bane as a second item. Personally, I mean, I've already said it, but I think that more AP is more valuable when you're trying to just burst someone down with Mega Inferno Bomb.
Yeah, you don't really have any opportunities, especially against this team where Yuma Street will grab you, Danny Phantom will ruin you, and Hulk will just kill you. There aren't really many opportunities to attack when to even have the Spellblade proc off. The only time that it would really make sense is during turret sieges, and that's what you've got Lucian for.
And that's, I mean, your passive and your satchel charge basically mean that your Lich Bane is kind of just, it's win more kind of thing. That's completely unnecessary.
It's unnecessary is exactly what it is. You know, it goes from, oh well, I can take a tower in 3 passive procs and my satchel charge to 2 passive procs to my satchel charge.
So now eyes low. They've got 3 members pushing in that bottom side. Bouncing bomb.
Chunking. Oh!
Oh my gosh! Dyslexic is just barely alive. Those bombs really hurt. Now Hulk gonna jump onto John McCloud with that red smite, pops the ultimate, but John McCloud tanky enough, and the Call of the Fortune coming in, the Vault Breaker guns out onto Hulk, and they're just gonna blow him up. Depth charge not gonna be able to do anything to save him.
They're too late to save his teammate, and now it is down to the 4 remaining members of Ghost to keep their Nexus towers alive. They have to see these inhibitors. They can't really do anything about it.
Now Mehuli, will the members of Islo go in onto him? Oh, the Scat of the Weak stun him up. The Dredgeline gonna pull him in. Now John McCloud flashes away, but there's the Glacial Fissure to disengage. Danny hit a flash Soul Shackles, but doesn't get the Sonya's off. There's nothing he left. Get My Xanax Bomb goes dominating as he takes another Feather Storm, gonna rip through, but it's not enough. Yuma Street's falling. Shikakmi flashes forward, getting a run, but taking a lot of damage. The Dark Sphere will take him down. A shutdown goes over, but that is going to be a small consolation in exchange for losing their inhibitor.
Yeah, Hulk is back up now, so Elo is going to rotate off, back off, get their gold, or get their items with all of this new gold that they've just found, and then continue to push this 7,500 gold.
Oh, Hulk is really trying to do what he needs to help the team. Sterax Gauge is his first item after Warrior Enchant. I don't know about the Blade of the Rune King, which he seems to be building. But I understand why you'd build it. It's kind of up in the air for me on that one. But Mehuli, Banshee's Veil as his second item means that he's lacking a lot of damage you would normally expect out of a Syndra. And I feel like it's necessary in his situation that he pick it up, but it's not helping.
Yeah, you need it because otherwise Ziggs kills you just immediately. But because you have it, you don't do any damage and you're not really fulfilling your role. And suddenly your team doesn't really do any damage because, you know,
Shikakmi sitting on 2 and nearly 3 items, whereas this Dyslexic has 1.5.
Yeah, and Storm Razor is really dependent on having other items, so...
Yeah, exactly. So this is just a little bit very unfortunate for Ghost how far behind they fell. That whole exchange bottom lane really swung the game very much in favor of Islo, not to mention how much power they have in taking towers just due to My Main's ban. This Ziggs pick is absolutely enormous for Islo.
I absolutely love seeing Ziggs being played.
Oh no, Hulk has walked a little bit too far forward. Good flash away from the Vault Breaker. Now he's going to go back in. The Call of the Fortune coming in, but John McCloud is down. But Dyslexic gets one shot by the Mega Inferno Bomb. Charles Zanson, this is when we had that...
when the entire...
Yeah, I think everyone in the game DC'd at this point. That was quite unfortunate timing.
Yeah, everyone.
Every single person DC'd at this point in the game. That is very awkward to happen. And then we'll skip over the pause. So, state of the game. Not a whole lot has changed as a result of that.
Yeah, Charles Zanson died under tower, but he didn't have any shutdown gold he had, so...
Yeah.
I suppose the only thing that happened was that Elo didn't continue to win the fight. Like,
but here we go. Baron started up by Eyes Low. Ghost, what are they going to do now? I don't think they even know what's happening because that ward in the back of the pit is disabled. And between Double Mountain, Eyes Low just ripped through it. It's gone.
Yeah, 5 members of Elo now looking to end. They have their 8,000 gold lead. And so this is starting to spell the end for Ghost. Looking at that open inhibitor right now.
Dyslexic is so far. Dyslexic just cannot find an avenue to do damage because between having to dodge Assault and Battery, all the damage she cucked me, My Main's ban is just gonna throw a Mega Inferno Bomb, basically one-shots him. If the Comet decides it wants to go for Dyslexic, he's gonna die instantly.
In that last fight under the top inhibitor tower, with Danny Phantom's Black Shield, Dyslexic had like 50 health left.
Alright, Ghost mounting up for the final defense, or what could be one of many final defenses. Here's something I want to talk about. Get My Xanax Bomb upgraded his Ornn Trinity Force. I don't like
it's
that. Not good. It's honestly just not good. Oh, Dyslexic has bladed them. Wow! Piercing light. Mega Inferno Bomb!
Oh!
Comet! Okay, well that just happened, and that might be spell the end. A good
Oh.
scatter the weak. Dredgeline pulls in Shikakmi, and he's shut down as the Assault and Battery comes in. They will trade a double kill going over to My Main's man as Hulk falls. Yuma Street standing in the middle, but he's one auto attack away from being stunned. They lose a Nexus Tower. Eyes Low are going to take the game. Nexus exposed, the flash forward as the Glacial Fissure comes out. Eyes Low are going to take this game, and they will be the gold cap champions of OKLCS Summer.
Elo coming back from their Game 2 loss, taking the series by storm, and taking a decisive victory over Ghost, bringing out My Main's band Ziggs, and absolutely tearing through the opposition.
Yeah, really nicely done by Eyes Low, and they will be the gold cap champions of OKLCS Summer. Ghost now at 2nd seed. TLP once again number
Perennial
3.
third place.
And then Double Agent's newcomers will be coming in at number 4. So that is the end of Gold Cap playoffs for OKLCS Summer. Please do tune in tomorrow and Thursday for Platinum Cap playoffs. We'll hope to see you then. As of for right now, this is Alex HNA22 joined by David Omrecker Kosick. We're signing off. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow and have a good evening.